Jump scare. Hey yo, what's good everybody? Welcome. It is another, I should maybe turn the music down a little bit, another beautiful Monday, isn't it? Friends, what is good? We are back here on our weekly quest of not having the most pathetic drop RNG when it comes to Forge Red Archon Shards. You know what I'm saying? Last week was pretty darn good already, right? We were so close to getting the triple. But the first thing I want to say is I want to start out with a big salute to Mr. Kenny, who didn't even wait for me to show up on screen, who just came in, was like, oh, it's just starting screen. I'm gonna dish out the 2-month sub anyway. Kenny, I really appreciate it. Welcome back to the fold. Good that you stayed on board. Good to see you all. Let me see who we got here. We got Sunny Boy, Patrisator. How am I doing? I'm doing perfectly fine, Patrisator. Hope the same goes for you. Julie, I previously read you got 5 freaking red ones last week or this week. Can I get some of your drop RNG today, please? Please. Flindlin was good. 1 normal, 2 Tauforge. Ooh, somebody copying my drops from last week. Sounding good. The Beal, welcome to you. Aroma, finally home from free from school. What do you mean? Do you have summer holidays, Aroma? Is it that time again? Yo, Ali, yo, water is good. Let's do this exactly. Yo, veteran, good to see you again. Necrontic. Javug, welcome to you too. Something in Russian. Welcome to you too. Hello, Kenny Yell. Hello, Nightfall, Elicorn, Jurays, and there were a couple other ones previously, but you know, chat is going crazy as always. You know, how's it going? 8 Bullet, good to see you. Junkie, Ducky, the Thresher, a lot of recurring names. Sunny Boy, this, I don't know if I greeted you. Yo, it is crazy. It is K-Ray Zay. Welcome. Good to see you all here. So, yeah. I don't want to start out with big news today because guess what? There was not a lot happening during this weekend. For once, right? I ended the stream on Friday and then I just had a chill weekend. It was pretty good. I mean, I finished up the Wukong build. That was something on my list that really bothered me. I wanted to get that out. And yeah, for today, the plan is usually as always, right? We're going to do the EDA, we're going to do the ETA. If we have time, we're also going to do the Archon Hunt and the Netrocell, trying to get as much of them, you know, red Archon dough as we could possibly get. Because probably next week, right? Probably next week is going to be Araxia, and I really want to have a healthy amount of differently colored shards. I don't know what she will need, right? They haven't really said anything about her kit all that much, but I would be inclined to think that having a multitude of colors at my disposal, that would be nice, right? Also, Impsdims, welcome to you. Dulin, welcome Krams, welcome Nicht mit mir. Red shards, what? 6 red shards, brother, what? Okay. People already coming in flexing. I can see that. I can see that. Aroma, you also moved out and went to your vacation home, still waiting for your PC to arrive. That sounds like a awesome summertime. I really hope everything works out as planned. Your PC arrives soon and you can, you know, do some nice gaming holidays. Ah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, Tian, welcome to the stream. Good to see you again as well. Prajwal Realms, welcome to you too. I pretty much butchered that name. Necrontic got 1 Tauforge Crimson from the Archon Hunt. Oh, is it Amar again? Really? Has it been that long that, okay. So, friends, I think I'm gonna end this music right here because at some point it starts bothering me that good old royalty-free Epidemic Sound music. By the way, if you ever wanted to know which type of music I run in my stream, most of it is from Epidemic Sound. It's like a paid subscription service. You pay like $10 a month, and then you can use it commercially in all your YouTube and Twitch and Instagram and whatever stuff. It's pretty cool. It's a good offer. Would recommend that to every YouTuber. Not sponsored, by the way. Not sponsored. If Epidemic Sound wanted to sponsor me, though, I would be more than inclined to take that offer. And let me quickly go and switch over to the in-game screen because we have a lot to do, right? So we're gonna jump in as soon as OBS finally realizes that there is a Warframe window, like right now. And that's basically it, friends. That's basically it. So, Patrisator already be like, I want to be in for the Temporal Archimedia. It's fine, you're in. Okay, first things first, right? We're gonna start out with a little bit of a chill you know, we're going to start out with the weeklies, like going to the different vendors, looking what they have, buying a couple stuff to let people come in, you know, people who are still preparing their snacks and drinks, who are not ready to jump in the first 5 minutes of the stream with the Temporal Archimedia already. That's something that I'm going to do all by myself for a quick second. And while we're doing that, let's just chat a little bit. See what you've been up to. How was your weekend? Let me know all the dirty secrets, except rabies, because that stays with the bats, you know what I mean? And we go to Iron Wake right now. So yeah, how was your weekend? Raw Artillery, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you again, as well as per usual. How is that pronounced? Projwal. I feel so rude because I probably butchered it. He was doing circuits with your friends, and your friend was stuck in the previous map. Oh no. Oh god, that is bad. Circuit is one of the things, like, I genuinely mean that. It scares me every fucking time if I don't play it solo, because I know these things can happen. I think there's like a 1 to 3% chance that you're gonna encounter some network-related bug if you play that, and you lose all your progress. It's just so bad. I feel so sorry, man. You got 2 final exams, Julie. Okay. On the weekend? Or this week? Because weekend exam sounds kind of crazy. I know I had that in the past too, but like, that's weird. This week, okay, so are you scared, Julie? Or is it like stuff that you're pretty confident you can do? Let's get some Kuva right here. You know, the weekly Kuva from Madame Paladina right here. See if we can also get some Rivens. That, the melee Riven mod, okay. And that right here is a pistol, okay. Some more Rivens that we're not going to open. Waiting for any news about the Valkyrie rework. Hope the devs will realize that her kit is strangely working. Pedro said, I'm actually really hyped about this. Not hyped, but like interested into what they're actually going to do about the Valkyrie. Because I think we're too close to Auraxia for them to make any more major updates or community feedback sessions. So, you know, I think the next thing we're going to hear about the rework is when it just finally releases. And I am very, very interested. They're probably not going to take my advice that I made in that one video, right, in the last stream. But just saying, it would be cool nonetheless. Can you work at a car wash and it's raining today, so you're pretty much being paid to watch us? Hey, that's great, Kenny. Hey, friends, praise the rain. Praise the rain, Kenny. That's cool. That's kind of cool. You know, just sit back and watch some Warframe on your boss's pocket. Let's fast travel to Teshin right here. Dystopia, welcome to you too. Good to see you. It is always a pleasure, my friend. How's your weekend been? Let us know. How anything special happening? No, we're not pressing Conclave because Conclave is something that only 3 people on this planet ever play. This one right here, another Riven. Let's get it. And do we have anything else? Umbra Forma. Yeah, Kuva. We're not gonna get the Kuva. I have enough Kuva. Counterbalance. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I think that would be it for Teshin this week. I'll hope that he hopefully brings the Umbra Forma back soon. I need some more of that. Raw Artillery, oh god, your weekend was full. Went to the highest mountain near my city. Ooh, that sounds like a healthy little wandering. A long road, but it was well worth it. I worked on your Gyre and your Ultrarox. That's something I should probably also do, doing the Gyre. Currently working on some ideas with the Chroma rework and Future as soon as possible. You will hope to convince Rue to send it to Bubble. Hey, that would be super cool, Raw Artillery. That would be incredibly cool. And if they actually take your Chroma rework ideas and were to implement it as an actual Chroma rework, you can be sure that we're going to talk about it on stream. And if there's anything that doesn't work, we're going to roast you. just kidding, man. That would be cool. Like, fingers crossed that it's actually going to happen and that, you know, D is going to listen. Ah, man. Been busy, went to Busch Gardens with the daughter and she had a blast and a shit ton of ice cream. That Dystopia, that sounds really good. That sounds like a very successful weekend for the both of you. And Leo Morizaki, good to see you again. Welcome back to the stream. We played ETA 10 hours ago and got a Tau Red, a Tau Green, Hotshot and some trash. That sounds like a overall pretty decent, pretty decent reward there. You know, mainly the Tau Red. Please read all of my in-game message, Necrontic. We're gonna take a look at it. Yo, Chicken Teriyaki, good to see you too. Yo, Wade Brown, welcome to you too. I think we're you know, sort of grooved in enough to finally risk a little peek at what the Archimedias have in store for us today. Member, subscribe to the channel, resubbed for 2 months. Member, big salutes go out to you. Really appreciate your generosity. Welcome back. I hope we didn't disappoint you in the first month. I mean, obviously, probably we didn't. Otherwise, you wouldn't have resubbed. Much more fun with the bronze loyalty badge now and the emotes. Let's though, before we jump into any potentially dangerous situations, let's take a quick look at what Madame Valesco right here has in store for us. First of all, we have the no thingies anymore. So what we got here? We got Ember, we got Styanax, and Hydroid. I think I'm gonna go with Styanax, but I will have to take another look at his build because I haven't played him in a while. We got here, Lord praiseth the burst on. I think in terms of damage output, we're set. I'm not gonna lie, friends, I think in terms of damage output, we're set. You know, by the way, the reason why I currently even have the burst on in my hand is because I, like 1 hour ago, released a little YouTube short about 3 really good weapons, and I mentioned the burst on in there, mentioned it as probably the best standard type assault rifle in the game. Dystopia, what is going on? Coming in with the 500. Cheers, bro, yeah, praise. your praise has been sent to the Lotus, Dystopia. Thank you so much for your generosity. We're 12 minutes in and it's already time for the bling. I can't believe it, man. Is that a new record? 12 minutes, already time for the bling? Is that a new record? Is that a new record? Let's just put on the bling, you know what I mean? Jeez. Oh god. Canada necklace, check. Where's my glasses? There we go. Glasses that make everything look yellow, check. Cap that will put a red thing on my forehead because it doesn't fit, check. And let's get the headphones back on. Exactly, Julie. Oh shit, here we go again. And it found a Titan, welcome to the stream. Jeez. Okay, so let's you know, now that the drip is taken care of, let's take a look at what else we have here. We have the Occucore. Occucore is very good for a secondary too, but I think we're going to stick with the primary for the damage. And then we have the Reaper Prime, the Venka, and the... Brother, I have a pretty good Venka Prime too. So the weapons look really darn good. I'm inclined, like if the modifiers aren't too shit, I'm inclined to just skip the frame and just go Revenant to have a little bit more peace of mind to chat with you. But let's see. We have... each personal modifier grants 1 reason. Pickups do not heal, doesn't care. Gear cannot, don't care. Don't care. Casting ability reduces, don't care. Yeah, okay, friends. I'm gonna be real. We're gonna make a chill one today. I'm gonna be real. I want to chat a little bit with you guys. We're gonna go Revenant. Just, you know, invincibility. Burst on priming Conan, damage. We're going to get to the second maximum, this right here, the Pix ship, we don't need that. And we're going to go with all the modifiers, going to be chill, going to be easy. Exterminate, assassination. It's going to be a pleasure. Friends, this one is going to be chill. This is a very chill one. The drip, yes. Wolvie Pride. Prajual. Oh, you came over to Twitch probably, right? Fear8065, welcome. Limtrix, welcome to you too. Chat, is Dread Incarnon still worth using? I think Dread Incarnon is pretty good. I think Dread Incarnon is actually a pretty good bow. Like, if you like bows, I think sooner or later you should just give it a try, you know? The cool uncle we all want. Beal, my god, that's some swag. You know what I mean. It's a swagger stream. You know, it's Monday. It's weekly reset. I got the bling. I got the energy bit refilled throughout the weekend. Probably I played a little bit too much GTA. Maybe that's also why I enjoy the bling. Enjoy the swag, you know what I mean? New assets in the bag. Garuda Prime, Harrow Prime, and Shade Prime. Ooh, that is very good. Whenever you complete a mastery test, it says wait 24 hours. I think, yeah, if you complete a mastery test, you have to wait for 24 hours. But if you fail it, you don't, right? You can retry it as much as you want. That was different beforehand as well. Beforehand, it was like if you fail, you just have to wait for the next day anyway, which was really, really bad. Happened to me more than once, right? And I think right now it is you can fail as much as you want, but then if you succeed, you have to wait 24 hours until you can go one up again. Just take Stynax and Overguard. Yeah, I could do that too. But I'm not sure if my Stynax is really like dripped out, is really built enough, you know what I mean? Read your modifiers. I'm going to do that before we start. First of all, I also want to take a look at the Deep Archimedia. First we just take a look, and then we engage in the goodness. You know, that's what I mean. A scammer called me and he tries so hard that I need to give him my money. Oh, Junkie Ducky. Was it a prince from like Liberia or something? Oh god. That's kind of, or from which country, which African country are all those princes from that scam you for your money? MR25 test, J-Bug. Well, fingers crossed, man. I think MR25 was pretty easy actually. It was, I think if I remember correctly, it was just, you know, some combat, nothing special. Aroma, I really want to build your Revenant Prime, but I'm missing all parts since he accidentally sold chassis and systems. Oh no, Aroma, I'm sorry to hear that. But isn't Revenant, like, didn't Revenant just come back into the rotation? Wasn't it, like, Revenant who just returned from the Prime Vault? Or am I mistaken? So you shouldn't have any problems just refarming him. No. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go Stynax with the Temporal, and then we'll go Revenant with the Deep. Brother, what are these equipments here? They just really want to give me the Archon Shards for free, don't they? Again, the Burst on Revenant, even in the low. Okay, I don't care about this. What do we got here? Duration of negative doesn't matter. Loose doesn't matter. Max doesn't matter. Max out. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. This doesn't even have mirror defense. I think, brother. Deep Archimedia will play itself this week. Holy fuggeroli! This is one of the chillest Archimedias I've ever seen. I'm gonna go for everything. I'm even gonna go for the freaking 50 volts for that nobody needs, just because I can this week. That is some great ass stuff right here. But first of all, we're gonna go with the Temporal Archimedia. I think DE felt sorry for the trashy RNG raw artillery. That might be it. But hey, I'm just saying that these two Archimedias will be easy to play. I'm not saying they're gonna give me a lot of red shards. Didn't say that. Probably not going to happen because you know how it is, right? Automatic nuking day today. We could say that. Skeletoolids, what's good? You accidentally sold Wizprime. I'm very sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that, man. But I think Wizprime's relatively cheap, isn't it? You could just, you know, take the plat that you made and buy her back. Lucky human being, you got to check Deviri yet? Oh yeah, we got to check Deviri. Let's check Deviri real quick before we jump into the Temporal. My build is there, not for Deep or Temporal. Okay. So what do we got in the Deviri circuit? We got the Furus. Furus is probably the second best secondary weapon in the game after the dual Toxicist Incarnon. Like, Furus Incarnon, if you haven't seen my Yarly video, definitely check it out. Because, like, with any Warframe that has a grouping ability, Furus Incarnon is ridiculous. Strun, also very good. Latron, also very good. Bow and Furix, I don't know. So probably if it was me, I would, like, if you don't have any of these, I would go priority 1, Strun, priority 2, Furix, priority 3, Latron. That would be my personal recommendation. But really, any order of these three here that you go in, it's a good week. It's a good week for the Incarnons here. That's for sure. Deviri is loaded, the veteran. Exactly, it is. It absolutely is. So let me quickly go to the Temporal Archimedia, change my loadout, and then we're going to invite the first couple lucky ones of you, including Patrocrator, because Patrocrator was very, very Archimedia hungry this week. And then we're going to go into that. Kaya Velasco. Bow really strong. Anyone can be Wukong with that. Really, Leo? Oh, that's cool. I should try that out. I think I don't have the bow in Karna. Maybe we can do that on Wednesday. Let's see. So, first of all, we're going to go with Styanax. I got to take a look at my builds. I haven't played this bro forever, man. So, we got a Roar build. Okay. It has Roar on the 1. What even was the 1? Rally point was... I totally forgot what he does. This is the armor strip, right? This is giving shields to everybody, shield regeneration, right? And this is final stand. Wasn't the 1? Can it be that the 1 was the group inability? Because I subzoomed over it like every single time. Okay. What else we got? Eclipse. Eclipse with damage reduction is probably pretty neat for the Archimedia. A lot of strength, range. Yeah, I think I rather play him as a gun runner right here. And then I go with, why do I have Energy Nexus in this? I don't have Energy Nexus. Yeah, that's a bit weird, that build. On the Roar build, we got Adaptation. Let's go in with Primed Redirection. That exists now. We got a lot of shields going on. Adaptation. And then we go with, what else we got? Arcane Nullifier. Yeah, let's go with Arcane, what was it? Arcane Aegis. So we just have, you know, a good little shieldy thing. Let's also go with Growing Power in here. Cunning Drift for ability range. Has a lot of strength, has a lot of duration, range. I think that's a pretty good one. I think you can overall do that. I think that's the one that we're going to go with. Why am I blinked out, Black Scythe? Because Mr. Dystopia had the need to start the hype train again. So we just, you know, went with the bling. Let's see, which build do we have here? A Blast build. We're not going to do that. We'll go with the Grenier one. And instead of Primed Bane of Grenier, we're going to put in Serration. Because we're going up against Skuldra. Second one, Ocucore. Why is my oh god, why is my overlay so bugged? Where's my Ocucore? There. Which build we're gonna go? Corrosive, Sentient Surge, blah 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 blah, Expel Grenier, and put Hornet Strike into here. That's gonna be fine. And finally in the melee, we just went with the I'm just gonna go with the Venka Prime with whatever. I don't even change the build. It's fine. MHBlacky Prime vaulted very soon, Black Scythe. Maybe. But I think I'm going to be in the rotation for quite a while. Oh, I would need the augment for Overguard. See, Chicken Teriyaki, after I made my build on Styanax in 2022, I basically never really touched him. So that's a little bit sad. But I think we're good without Overguard. I think we're good with the shields. You know, shield regenerations. It's going to be alright. It's going to be fine. Go with all of these right here. Which modifiers do we have? We first need to unlock it. Okay. So the first thing we have is Legicide Harvest. Health Orbs, no resistance to gas and toxin for 30 seconds. Okay. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm going to go with that. Then for the Exterminate, I really don't care. Using Heavy Slam, nope. Nope. Let's just go with that. And for the tank, is there anything that gives us a lot of damage? Cold damage to primary and secondary weapons if Velimir is assisting. Velimir is not assisting, though. I'm going to go with the RPG for the tank. That was always pretty good. So, friends. So, let me invite y'all into the Temporal Archimedia squad. Everybody who wants to do Elite Temporal Archimedia, I like my Styanax, though. The fashion is pretty good. Fashion is alright. Necrontic, MHBlacky Prime's passive. Increased chance to get Crimson Archon Shards during Netrocell's ET8. You mean decreased chance. You mean decreased chance, don't you? Do I need to reach some rank standing with the for the Temporal Archimedia? I think you need to be you have to have Steel Path unlocked, and you need to be rank 5 with the with the you know 1999 Syndicate with the Hex, and then you should have this, if I'm not mistaken. You're serious? Okay, Necrontic, let's talk again after the 2 Archimedias. And then we're going to see how many of the Tau and the Crimsons we got. And then we see if it's decreased or increased. Mike the King 2002, welcome to the stream. Haven't missed anything so far. We just took a look at what the vendors have in for sale this week, and we're about to jump into the Elite Temporal Archimedia. We had some very, very, very good equipment rotations. What is a good weapon for Dante's Spectre? Crownfire. I personally like to go with something like maybe the Epitaph because it's a nice, you know, a nice primer. You could basically go with, I would go with something AoE. I would also maybe recommend the Proboscis Cernos because it's like a grouping tool. The problem there is that it runs out of ammo pretty quickly. We need one more. Water is good. Paper Satyr already here. And Elite Bounty, I don't have. Okay, then we go with Necrontech. Bada bing. Hydroplaza, what do you think of 60 Stella in 9 minutes with no boosters, only Atlas and Smida? Only Atlas and Smida, Stella. I think that is actually pretty good. However, if there is the specific Archimedia where you fight the fragmented boss, there are going to be so many enemy spawns. This is the best Stella farm in the entire game. You can get like 500 in 5 minutes. Done it like 1 or 2 times when the boss was in the Archimedia. I would definitely recommend that. Like if the fragmented boss is the final stage in the Archimedia, that is going to be your Stella farm. It is stellar, so to speak. Okay. Black Scythe. You're here for build checking. Okay. Please invite for Archimedia. Okay. Invite is out. Hope you get the red shards. Iflin, yo, man, good to see you. Good thing that you showed up in chat before we jumped in, so I can actually chat and give you a shout out. Not shout O2, shout out. Iflin. Bam. Yeah, that worked. Hey, if any of you don't know Iflin, which would be a crime because Iflin is like one of the most OG persons in this community. Warframe YouTuber, Warframe streamer. I think before the Archimedia, I'm going to take the bling off because we had it on for a while. Yeah, Mr. Iflin is right here. Good to see you. How was your weekend, man? How was your weekend? And again, man, sorry that last time I just missed your raid. That was really no bad intention there, man. I just didn't see it because I don't have a raid alert. That was really, really my bad. Anyone who doesn't know Iflin just yet, you know, follow him on Twitch, subscribe to him on YouTube, do all the stuff because he is a very, very nice, entertaining, and helpful creator. How was your weekend? Yeah, thank you, man, but you have to go and do an appointment. Oh, no stress, man, no stress. Appreciate you showing up anyway, and good luck with the appointment. No stress. If you can't make it, no hard feelings, man. Who went out again? Who went out? Why is Paper Satyr out? What happened there? Haven't you unlocked the elite yet? Paper Satyr joined the squad. Okay, then we're all good. Hello, Raiders. Wait, we got raided again? No, that wasn't the raid. That was... Oh, yes, we got raided again, iFlip. Man. Y'all almost got me there. Almost got me there. Everybody from iFlip, welcome. Still got no raid alert. Was actually spending the weekend chilling. Welcome to everybody. My name is MHBlacky. If you don't know me, then you're probably not on Reddit. Because if you are, then you will be part of the hate squad. But no, like, seriously, welcome to everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you, Iflin, for the raid. Big time appreciate it. We're currently doing the Temporal Archimedia. Had some really good equipment rotations right here. And yeah, we're just going to try to keep it a little bit chill here. Got the Burst on Priming Conon as my weekly primary weapon. Some good frames as well. I should have taken that thing that gives me energy. But yeah, basically that is it. I am the raid alert junkie. Yeah, you are. Agreed, you are. Thanks for the energy, by the way. Thanks for the energy, friends. Appreciate it. Reddit is a scary place, man. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Reddit is a scary place at times. But you know what? I can make fun of it, right? A lot of reasons why people roast me actually are fair. I just think some people take stuff a bit too seriously, that's all. I'm Psionic, you're Master Rank 10, wondering if you could get Archon Shards before trying out Steel Path. I think I think Steel Path is mandatory or can you do Archon hunts before you unlock Steel Path? I'm not 100% sure. What is with that Jade Light Eximus, brother? Where is he? Where is the motherfucker? Got you. Where? I think the marker is bugged out again. You can
mouse lock.
Okay. Oh yeah, there we go. The mouse lock is there again. Perfect. Isn't it perfect? Everybody's like dying. I'm like, what the heck? Water is good. I got you. I cannot look at you, but I can try my best to heal you. Water is good has been revived. Okay. Fight all three of them. God.
Mouse unlocked.
Okay, mouse is there. Mouse is there. That's very good. Go into operator. Okay. Okay, we're all there. We're all good. We're all set. Let's go rally point. Let's have some shield regeneration there. But like, where the heck are these Eximus units, brother? Give me my Incarnon meter. It's part of the quest. Oh, I didn't look at that. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It is all gonna be alright. We're gonna roar. Yeah, I have some red crits in here. That's what we need right now. I think you can do Archon hunts, Tian, before the Steel Path. In that case, I think it's not necessarily needed to have Archon Shards before you go into Steel Path. Actually, we had a question beforehand. I forgot who said it, but somebody was asking if I can get give any tips on how you can sort of cheese your first couple Steel Path missions when you don't have all the good equipment just yet, don't have arcanes and all that. And the first thing that came in mind for me would be try out the Phantasma. Not even the Phantasma Prime, the normal Phantasma. It's a great weapon, deals a lot of damage, a lot of DPS, and you can melt away any type of enemy with just a heat damage over time build, a lot of fire rate, a lot of heat, a lot of status chance. Important, go with faction damage and with a Elementalist mod, right? If you want to cheese Steel Path without expensive mods, then you're not in a position where you can be picky with the mods. What killed me here? I do not know what killed me here. But yeah, that was pretty much what came to mind for me. And I think if you just go with that, I think it's all right. I think you don't need any Archon Shards, don't even need Arcanes. It's just going to be pretty good overall. Patrosator, no! Patrosator! I got you, brother! Depending on what Warframe you're using. Sure, if you use... Why am I... Like, I'm gonna be real right here, right? If I could see what's actually killing me, that would be alright. But like, I'm just, like, dead. And I'm pretty sure I have the Toxin resistance, don't I? Let's take out the freaking Jade Light Eximus here. Should have maybe used Prime Surefooted. Not gonna lie. Oh, there's the Legicide. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with the rally point. Where is he? There he is. I think the damage output is just not all that great right now. Let me quickly get the Incarnon meter going. Yo, he just soaks up the damages. That's not normal, man. Brother's just soaking up the damage. I'm gonna take a look at a chat in a second here, because right now I'm just like focused on not losing this mission, because he's already escaping and he's barely down to half. That's not looking promising, especially because I'm getting like interrupted by whatever his aura is. He has too much aura. Oh no, he has too much aura. Oh god. Oh man. Oh man. Where the... Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Legicide Harvest is really not my favorite game mode. It's not like difficult, it's just they soak up unreasonable amounts of damage. And no matter what you mod for, it kind of sort of always doesn't matter. Rally point, bang. There we go. The Otto, welcome to the stream. Last week, the Legicide was the same, doesn't want to die. Yeah, man, I think it's kind of like a thing. And Apollo, Agonoids, first Steel Path missions with Inaris and Harmony, no special mods. Yeah, that works too. Actually, I think like two years ago, I made a video where I showed how you can do entry-level Steel Path with equipment that is available from Mastery Rank 5 and not later. And people were getting really mad in the comments being like, oh, you should not even do Steel Path at Mastery Rank 5, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Brother, that's not what I said. Of course you should not do Steel Path at Master Rank 5. I'm just making this video to show that it would be theoretically possible. And it is theoretically possible. If you just know what to mod for, you can cheese Steel Path so easy, because damage over time is a thing, and faction damage and Elementalist is a thing. And it's possible. It's absolutely possible. And I think Inaros is one of the chillest frames, together with Revenant, to start Steel Path out on, because he just, like for normal Steel Path, he just simply doesn't die. What's my burst on build, Tyler? Actually, I uploaded a YouTube short like 2 hours ago, where I showcase, not necessarily exactly this build right here, but a also very, very good Steel Path build for the burst on priming Karnan. You can check it out later if you want to. It's on my channel, like all my other videos, just in the short section. What's my current Nightwave rank? Vinopi, welcome to the stream. Nightwave rank, I think I'm not that high. I think like 5 or something. I never really pay attention to the Nightwave until the devs announced that, hey, in 2 weeks Nightwave's going to be over. And then I'm like, oh shit, I still have 20 more levels to do. And then I like lock in and everything is fine. You know what I mean? How about you, Chad? Do you also do that? Like, do you also Omega pay no attention to the Nightwave until like it's two weeks before end, and then you're like, oh my god, I need to lock in? Is it like that? Like, usually I take a look at the beginning of the Nightwave. I take a look at which Nightwave augments are available this week, and if it's like an augment for a weapon that I think I could cook up something nice with, I just try to rush the Nightwave and get the augment, or I just buy it. Yeah, how about we're not going to use the fort? But this Nightwave, I actually was not too impressed by the augments, so I will take my good old time. Farm it at the start? Wait, okay. I mean, that's perfectly fine, right? That is perfectly fine. I think I shoot more of my teammates here than I shoot the thing. Mike, you forgot Revenant Prime. You're going to level him up and use... Oh, the tank build to showcase the Revenant... Sure do that. Much fun with it. I think Revenant is the chillest Warframe in the game. Hands down. Okay, half in Karnan we'll have to do. Let's go with the Roar. I don't know why I even throw my 2 at him. He doesn't have armor anyway. Yeah, let's just get the man down here. Why is he running so fast? It's like he's running a marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, my brother. Is efficiency even worth worrying about on Warframes? Days AU, yes and no at the same time. It really depends on the Warframe. To be fair, if you're having like high-level equipment, like really good high-level equipment, fully maxed out, Equilibrium, maybe even Arcane Energize and all that stuff, efficiency is not really a concern for, I would say, 90% of the Warframes. There are a very select few who want to spam abilities so hard that you probably worry about it a little bit. But other than that, no. For early game players, though, I think it is. And for early game players, I think modding efficiency is actually perfectly fine. But, like, let's be real here. For most frames in late game, no. Those frames in late game that have energy problems usually have something that drains energy over time, like a channeled ability. And for those, you'd rather go for duration than for efficiency. Kind of does more most of the time. Yo, these Jade Light brothers go on my nerves. I think the next one is going to be much chiller. And now we have even the Murmur coming in. Very, very good. Do you think Bratton Prime is worth it? Infinity Ace, I think Bratton Prime is a really good weapon. I think it doesn't even come... Can I please freaking move? Holy cow. I don't even know what shuts me down the entire time. Damn. I think Bratton Prime is very good, but I think Burst on Prime is objectively better. So that would be my personal take. Like, if you want to have the best fully automatic assault rifle, then you'd rather go for the Burst on than the Bratton. But for what it is, right? It's a Bratton, it's a Prime that is very easy to get, that can be constantly farmed, gets never vaulted. And if you don't have the Burst on and you want to have an Karnan rifle ASAP, I think the Bratton is perfectly fine. I think it's perfectly fine. Chicken Teriyaki, you need an Inaros build, but you don't want a Forma. I feel that, man. I feel that. May I suggest... Where's my rifle? Thank you. May I suggest a lot of health and armor? Yeah, you go down right here. Soma is your one true rifle. Soma, honestly, Soma is the mid-game beast. I mean, with the Incarnon adapter, you actually can also take it to end game, even though it's not the best Incarnon. I think the Soma is just such a very, very wholesome weapon. If weapons can be wholesome. If you know what I mean, right? The Soma is... So many players will love the Soma because it carried them through the entire game. Where the heck is he? He's like on the other side of the globe. He's like Australian. Yeah. I think I would need Orexia, right? For those guys who are coming from Australia, you need a spider to counter them. That's like what they're afraid of. Why do I get knocked down all the time? I hate this aura. Jesus. So many player love it. Nerdy. Yo, welcome Nerdy. What's good? Good to see you. How's it going, man? How's your work on your undistinct project that nobody should know about until you do it? How's your progress going there? Do we have all of the clips already, or do you still have something to work on? Or are you finished? Or are you lazy, Nerdy? Do you dare to be lazy? Yeah, there we go. The knockdown is real. Prime Sure-Footed. Yeah, I should have done Prime Sure-Footed. I think on this build I wouldn't have had enough format to actually pull it off, but I should have done that. It's just, I personally find it very unenjoyable to play game modes where you get constantly flung up or knocked down. I think that's very bad game design. And that's the reason I never play Eidolons. That's the reason I never play Profit Taker. Because I like really hate any type of content where the game like constantly interrupts you. It's like the game is taking away the keyboard and mouse out of your hands for like a split second every couple of seconds. I just personally really don't like it. I think I'm about to die. This or next week you'll start publishing. Ooh, that's good, Nerdy. That's very good. Send me a message ahead of time. I wanna write first, and then I wanna wait for people to say, "Oh, is that what you also say in bed?" And then you know you have some nice little interaction going on in the comments. See down? Yes, very good.
Okay, didn't expect those results, but
oh, perfect. Oh, okay, let's
Okay.
save page Rosetta right here. And let's get the heck out of here. I'm sick of those. I'm sick of those brothers here. Those Legocides can stay away from me for one more week. That'll be nice. Oh, Fail, welcome to the stream. You got your hands on Excalibur Umbra. He looks so freaking good. I really think the scarf does a lot for him. You know what I mean? In real life, I usually don't like wearing scarves. But like Mr. Umbra, yes, for him, the fashion is really there. We'll totally recommend it. What happened to this week's Archimedes is going to play itself? Yo, Javok, that was when I was still assuming I would play Revenant. That is what I was still assuming when I said I'll play Revenant. But, you know, that's going to happen in the Deep Archimedia with Revenant. Chicken Teriyaki, could you lend me my the Inaros for the EDA? If I could, I would. What do we got here? Arcane Hotshot.
before I can explain why we're here, I need to explain Void Emergence and its effects on
And,
Terraform
okay, yeah,
applications.
perfect. Not a single shard. We're off to a good start, friends. We're off to a good start.
I'll stick to dismantling Techron.
Can somebody give me energy real quick, please? Would be nice. Tegrod is not weak against corrosive, are they? Oh, Fail, that sounds very good. Half the star chart done, master rank 9. That's a very solid progress. I like it. I think soon you're going to be able to actually do the arbitrations then, like once the star chart is done. And then you can farm the good old galvanized mods. Ugh. What is the best Warframe Prime for beginner? Ice kicks. In general, I think Prime Warframes don't really matter. Like, They're really barely better than their normal counterparts. So the question should actually not be what's the best Prime Warframe for beginner, but rather what is the best Warframe for beginner. And I have a lot of resources on that over on my YouTube channel. I personally think Citrine is great, although the farm is a bit right? I don't like the farm. Nobody likes the farm. It's gonna take a while, but Citrine is like a great frame, especially for early and mid game. That would always be a recommendation from my side, regardless of whether she's primed or not. Because really, most of the time, and I say this a lot, the primes are really only about the bling, and in reality, the performance is not noticeably different. Oh, these exploders are what constantly knocks me down. I hate them. I hated them in the story quest already. So much mirror defense, yep. That's the only unfortunate part about it. But like once you have Citrine, you have one of the most self-sufficient frames in the entire game. Like you will always have energy, you will always have a lot of damage reduction, you can even have red crits and all that. Citrine is great. Autumn Knight, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Good that you made it. I think everybody's pretty good. Thanks for asking. How about... Can I take that back? I'm not good. I'm dead. So yeah, Autumn Knight, how's it going? Garuda works too, Drummer. Absolutely. Garuda is nice too. Like, there's so many good frames, right? These freaking exploders right there. Just leave me alone. Get out of here. I think we're about... Yeah, let the cash explode. I don't care. Even those little exploders have overguard. That's kind of ridiculous, man. You're back to Warframe after so long, wanted to make your Dante build, and my god, oh, McLean way. Dante is a very, very good and very powerful Warframe. No matter if you like go in as a damage dealer or as a support, Dante is just very, very good. Wait, if you fail the support thingy, you double the kills that you have to get. I forgot about that. That's not good. And it's also not good that you're dying. Let me just rally point your ass out of here. Yeah. Eat that, you stupid little exploders. Eat my rally point. I'm full of energy. I'm dripped out. I can do this for days. I can do this for days. Eat more of it. You want more? There you go. It's not even rally point, isn't it? What's the fourth ability called? Dystopia Dante. Yo, Dante main, I can totally see that. I also hope that we hopefully get some bling for Dante very soon. Like, don't get me wrong, the base skin is fine, but I think it doesn't really allow for a lot of customization. Like, there's a lot of armor stuff that just really sucks on him, and it would be cool to have like a deluxe skin. Patris said, since when are the status effects next to the name? Patrisator Puncture Heat is dead. Yo, Patrisator, going forward, I'm only going to call you Patrisator Puncture Heat. Oh, God. That's kind of hilarious. I never knew that was a thing. Oh, hello. Thanks for the videos, Ram. Well, you're welcome. I'm happy they helped. Welcome to the stream. Check in-game chat. Give me a second. What does the in-game chat say? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to check the in-game chat not right now because I'm going to be dead the moment I do so. Eat my 4. Yeah, I kind of feel the 4 is the way to go against these exploders here. They want to get on my nerves. I'm going to throw some spears in their face. Is your latest Inaros vid more than 1 year old? Yes, that's true. The Inaros, my most recent Inaros vid, Chicken Teriyaki. Jeez, I can't talk today. My most recent Inaros video is the one where, you know, he has this victory pose in the thumbnail. That's my most recent one. Haven't really talked about him afterwards because I think it didn't, like, not a lot happened for him since then. And there's some meme builds, of course, with the sand cavats and all that stuff. But like your general day-to-day Inaros didn't really change, I think. How am I? No one. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm jolly okay. I have some really good modifiers for Archimedia this week. We're chilling out a bit. Got not so lucky with the shards in the first one, but yeah, we're just camping at the extraction right here, getting some kills so that we finally get up to 400 and can extract. And then we have the Fervon tank at the end. Should be alright. And that's basically it. How about you? How was your weekend? Did you get any stuff already in the Archon hunt on Archimedia? Did you get lucky with the shards? Regalia, welcome to the stream, and Heisen, welcome to you too. Broken war build, when I do have a broken war build, it is... Oh god, in which video do I have it? It's like one of the videos where I talk about multiple weapons, but I do have a build on that. I think the broken war is in my video about the best melee weapons, where I talked about the Pangolin Prime, and then I basically said this is my build for the Pangolin Prime, and you can just one-to-one copy it onto the Broken War, and it's going to perform pretty much the same way, because it's pretty much the same weapon. Brandon, MR30 you struggle with deep and temporal Archimedes. Is there something you could do or look at to try? My personal recommendation, like if you're struggling with the Archimedia, run it in a squad, like with randoms or with friends, if you have other people in your clan or something that you want to play with, like I do right here. Other than that, if you're willing to maybe sacrifice a little bit of the rewards, then just play Revenant. That's like the solution for every time that you struggle with something. Just play Revenant, be invincible, and that's it. It's gonna be chill. Like, Revenant makes this relatively trivial. The only thing that is maybe a bit problematic would be mirror defense and such. But other than that, it's gonna be alright. Broken War is the best melee video, it's good. Yeah, Broken War is really good. I wouldn't say it's the best melee, but it's definitely very good. Especially because you get it for free. And I think we're gonna be in here for a couple more minutes, because when you fail the objective, like the extra objective, enemy spawns will just cease to exist. They're just not gonna spawn. They're just not gonna spawn anything. All down and you didn't get any Tower Forges. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I didn't get any shards yet. I hope we're gonna get some shards. Yeah, this is gonna take forever. Like, DE really needs to look at this. Every time you do an exterminate and you fail the extra objective, you're gonna have to wait for minutes on end on the extraction because enemies just don't spawn. And it doesn't make it better if they're tanky as shit. Like, just look at that. That's ridiculous. Mainly take Kullervo intermissions you're struggling with. 50k Overguard. Yeah, okay, that's fair, man. That's very fair. Like, with enough strength, Kullervo easily goes to... Sure. Would have been too cool if we could, you know, actually extract. Yeah, but Kullervo 50k Overguard is very much possible. And I think that's ideally the way you want to play him. It would be nice if Rally Point actually stripped away Overguard too. Oh god. Like, I've been talking for another minute or two, and we only got 9 kills in that time. It's really that bad. Can it be that the small ones don't count for kills? Yeah, the small ones don't even count. What the fuck? That's so ridiculous, bro. Oh god. Please, DE, fix this shit. Yeah, Itachi, I can totally see that. Dante and Kullervo, both Overguard frames for difficult missions. I can agree that that makes stuff a lot easier. I think next time we do Archimedia, I'm gonna switch off the damage numbers because it goes on my nerves a little bit. Tian, you gotta go now. Good luck with the shots. Thank you so much, man. Have a good rest of the Monday, afternoon, evening, wherever and whenever you live, my friend, and hopefully see you soon. And yeah, everybody cross the fingers that we're gonna get lucky with the Archon Shards. Yo, Lobot, what's up? What's up? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's it going? Just chilling out at home before going for beer later.
Our numbers grow.
Snap Raindrop, subscribe to the channel. Snap Raindrop, welcome to the channel. Salutes go out to you. Let's hope that you joining the crew, my friend, will get some more enemies into here so we can kill them. That'll be nice. But I really appreciate your generosity. Welcome on board and have a lot of fun with these sub badges and emotes and making fun at me that I don't get Tau Forged Red Archon Shards because you now have access to that emote too. Yeah, you're just chilling, Lobob. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, right? I'm gonna be real. Lobob is a good friend of mine. By the way, I talked about it in an earlier stream that when I said that I play Dungeons and Dragons, Mr. Lobob right here is our dungeon master, and yeah, unfortunately right now we're kind of in a situation where we're not finding a date that we can actually play, but like, I really like the campaign. I'm really having a good time. I think you know that, Lobob. We keep telling you that you're doing a good job. But yeah, Lobob actually messaged me shortly before the stream and he was like, hey, you want to come over? And I was like, I would love to, but I have a stream. And then we agreed that we probably potentially hypothetically go for a beer in the evening after I'm done here. So I hope we can cheer to some good Red Archon Shards here. Go back into Underground, better spawns there. I'm gonna check that out, Patrosator, yep. I'm gonna check that out. I mean, the freaking exploders come upstairs anyway, so... It's so infuriating that they don't count as skills. Like, I'm gonna be real, they should count as skills and that would be easy. Are you going to TennoCon, Blacky? Yes, I am, Drummer. I am going to TennoCon in person, which is also the reason why the TennoCon week, you're probably not going to see any content from me. I'm going to try to pre-produce a little bit, but yes, I'm going to be in person at TennoCon. If you're also there, feel free to say hi. You now know what I look like, and I'm already looking forward to meeting some other creator friends there. For example, I know that Tactical Potato is going to be there. I know that Xenosfire is going to be there. Kai is going to be there with his entourage. I don't know who else is going to be there. I don't know who else is going to come, but I think it's going to be a blast. Like, it was a blast last year, even though I was struggling a little bit with all the jet lag and shit, but it was really good. And I can't wait for it again. Is Mactix going to be there? Days? I have no idea, but if he was there, I definitely want to make sure to also have a drink with him because I think he's genuinely a very nice and very entertaining person. I know that, you know, there was a little bit of controversy about his, like, walkthrough of the game when he started out, but I think people just need to be, you know, less sensitive. That's my honest opinion. I think he did a great job. I think he was very entertaining, just genuinely having fun with the game. And sometimes just people need to shut the fuck up. That's my opinion on the Mactix situation. You're free to disagree. That's how I see it. Looking forward to meeting you. Oh, you're also going to be there, Drummer. Then definitely looking forward to see you too. Can't wait. Just grow the balls, boys. Sometimes, nerdy, sometimes. Yeah, I say sometimes. You know, sometimes people yapping can also be entertaining. Sometimes people not shutting up can also be good. There's 1 million streamers. Go find someone you like. Yeah, that's true. That's true, right? You either find someone you like, or you just bless somebody you don't like with engagement, free engagement with rage bait. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Whenever people get mad at me over a build, finally, holy cow! Whenever people get like super mad and offended, and then you have like these 20 comment long question and answer things in the comments, I'm like, sure. If y'all want to gather here and complain about a red one, hey, a red one, plus a cosplaying wannabe purple one, I'm just like, thanks for the free engagement under the video, man. You know, it could be so easy, right? If you just dislike me, you could just not be there and not give me clicks and engagement. But if you rather do that, then thank you, I guess. It's like this one scene from Straight Outta Compton. I don't know if you saw that movie. I think it's a great movie, by the way. Where they're like driving with a tour bus through like a white neighborhood, and everybody's like so angry at them, and they're like burning their albums on the street, and they're like, well, I mean, they bought it. You know what I mean? That's what I feel when there's like dozens of rage comments under my videos or dozens of angry people in my stream. It's alright. You're here. That's all that matters. Copy your Ash build, Cramps, and love it. That's great to hear. Thank you, thank you. Happy you liked it. Holy cow, the green fog is a little bit crazy right here. Yeah, he's just like completely body bagging me. Go away. No, exactly, JM, exactly. There is no such thing as bad publicity. There's just publicity. Even though I'm gonna be real, I don't intentionally try to rage bait people. Just a little bit. You know, when I don't max out my rank 10 mods, just keep them at rank 9. That's intentional rage bait. It is. But most of the time, I'm not doing it intentionally. That's what I mean. Bro, for late game collectible, just put the Umbra mod set, Arcane Battery, and Arcane Bellicose. You don't need anything else. I think you don't even need to mod for health and armor because you're gonna get enough overguard. Of course, that's just my opinion, right? You can also play him into health tanking. That's perfectly fine. I just think you get enough overguard to not really need it.
Keyboard locked.
Yes, nice. We're going to play turret section now.
Mouse
Very,
locked.
very good. Yes, nice. We're not going to play anything now. Very, very good. Yo, team, you're going to have to carry this for the next 20 seconds. Zerg was good, man. Good to see you. Acolytes just be instantly. Yeah. Yeah, Jade like, yeah, give me all that green juice in my
Keyboard
face.
unlocked.
Perfect. Now I can move again.
Mouse unlocked.
Good, good. That could have been a close one. That could have been a close one. Ligma Lord, I haven't saved him up. That's how we know you, Ligma. That's how we know you. Necrontic, if you know, if you became a DE employee, some of the new Incarnons will be spicy. Also, next Incarnon concept, should it be the Nataruk or the Nakana? I think Nataruk Incarnon would be nicer because I think we've seen a lot of different concepts for melee Incarnon so far. Are you like actively trying to be a... Where's Pate Crusader? Where's Pate Crusader? Where is he? Is he already revived? He has been revived. Now, do you like actually try to become seriously a DE employee? If yes, then kudos to you. I hope you can make it. Dual Vipers. Oh, Dual Vipers is cool. Yes, Dual Vipers. I would like to see in Incarnon, like with a bit more ammo, because I think Dual Vipers would be a lot of fun if they had, ammo. Broken War Incarnon would be cool. Yeah, okay, that's fair. That is very fair. Nice rocket launcher. Oh, we already opened the first gate. That's cool. Glaive and Incarnon are seeking mini glaives. What? Glaive Incarnon with seeking mini glaive? Like, you mean like a glaive that shoots out pseudo altfire glaives? Yo, that would be some of the craziest shit ever. I love it. By the way, one thing I wanted to ask you, because I've noticed this in my stream recordings quite a bit, because I use the small pop filter in my streams, and for my videos, I use the big pop filter. The big pop filter filters the pops a little bit better than the small one, but of course it covers like half of my face when I put that on the microphone, so it's fine for YouTube, but like on the stream, I kind of like don't want it to be covering my face all the time. So that's why I use the small pop filter, but I noticed that there's some pop noises, especially when I like talk loud or I start laughing out loud. Does this bother you? Like, would you say rather put the big pop filter on to not have these pop noises? Or would you say, yeah, I don't care, just don't have it cover your face? Type 1 if you rather would me use the big pop filter, and type 2 if you're fine with the audio how it is. Just some general opinions. Rafaela, yes, I can absolutely show the build afterwards, no problem. Just remind me so I don't forget. 2 is fine, okay. 3 do you? Actually, to be honest, it's not that bad, but you personally would prefer it with a pop filter, nerdy. Yeah, that's kind of like a thing. I know there are some people who just really manage to talk without having these pop noises. I just never know how they do it. Like for me, I talk loud, I talk explosive. That was a bit exaggerated. So for me, it just happens, and I just really need that big thing for the videos, otherwise they would be atrocious. Yeah, nerdy, I don't want it because I don't want to have that big black thing covering my face. Yes, I said that. And yes, I'm talking about this one. What are you thinking in your dirty minds? Yeah, Days, absolutely. The DE development team is so nice and so wholesome. Open that thing up. There we go. Yes, we finally made it to the boss fight itself. And you really have a nice microphone. Thank you, Regalia. Yes, I really like this thing. I've been having this microphone for like, I think, over 10 years. And it's still serving perfectly well. That's the great thing about, you know, audio hardware in general. No matter if it's like speakers or if it's microphones, whatever. They're just going to last you a lifetime, really, if you treat them well. And they're not getting really replaced by newer hardware, right? If you have like a good computer, in 5 years, it's not going to be a good computer anymore, period. But like with a microphone, this thing right here was first introduced on the market in the 1980s. And it hasn't changed ever since. It got a little facelift with like a USB function in 2024. But until then, it hasn't changed whatsoever. That's how nice audio hardware ages. Gotta see you later, Lobob. Thank you so much, man. See you later, bro. Where's... Okay, revived already. Thanks for being here, Lobob. I appreciate the
Keyboard
bits as well.
locked.
Yeah, never mind. Who needs a keyboard? I'm just gonna shoot the tank projectiles out of the air. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, or not. Or just die. That could be fine, too. No! Go away! Go the f... Like,
Keyboard unlocked.
you see a comment and you can't do anything. Dragon BC, welcome. God, is ETA was an annoying one. Last mission assassination was... Yeah, Dragon, we're in it right now. We're in it right now. I should have just gone Revenant. I should have just gone Revenant and chilled with you guys. You know what I mean? Eat that. Geekem, he was using the SM57 30 years ago. Still the same. Yeah, still sounds the same as today. It's true. The 57 is really, really good. Let's just not die in here. I think I'm dead, right? No. Oh, God. EDA is going to play itself. Again, I said that under the assumption I would use Revenant. Let's bring some rocket launchers in. Big Chig! Welcome back to the channel for the 2 month. Thank you so much for your sub. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Good that you are still here and hopefully still enjoying. Have so much fun with the Tau Forged Red Stolen emote because I'm sure you're going to need it today. I'm sure you're going to need it today. And yeah, I'm happy that you're still here, man. I'm happy that... Why is the tank camping on the rocket launcher? Why? You came from work right now. I hope you had a good work day then. I hope you had a good old work day. Nothing too stressful. Good start into the week, you know what I mean? You're okay? That's perfectly fine. I'm happy to hear that. Necrontic, you're going to sleep, can't make it to the network cell. Yo, that's fine, Necrontic. No stress, no stress. Have a good night, man. Really appreciate that you've been here. Hope you had a little bit of fun as well. And see you soon, hopefully. Sweet dreams, my friend. Dream of some red shot. Why is he healing himself? How does that work? Since when can he do that? I'm gonna go with a bit of a rally point right here. I should have taken Prime Sure-Footed, I'm not gonna lie. Since 1999, Ligma Lord, yeah, I think so. Okay, we got the first health bar down. And the 52nd MHBlacky down. Thanks for picking me up, by the way. Is Nezha a good nuker? Absolutely. Patrosator, where you at? Where you at, Patrosator? Where you at? Yes, Nezha is really good with the augment. Lobob, thanks for the sub, man. Yo, somebody being like really generous today, huh? I'm gonna have to, you know, invite you on a beer later. I think build's gonna be on me then. Thank you so much for the sub, my friend. I appreciate the living heck out of it. You know what I would also appreciate? If this freaking tank would finally die. You know what I mean? Is the Kuva Nukor good, Ligmar Lord? 100%. Kuva Nukor, one of the best primers in the game. One of the best damage dealers in the game as well, with Secondary Innovate. Like, Secondary Innovate, like, really revived the Kuva Nukor. It used to be one of the best, and then it kind of sort of got outshined a little bit, and then it is one of the best again. Now you're gone? Alright, now you're gone, man. See you soon, hopefully. Why am I at 7 HP? What exactly do I have to do in order for him to actually take damage? I got you, brother. Ah, why did... Okay. It would be a second ever Kuva weapon. I think the Kuva Nukor, like, out of all the Kuva weapons, I think the Nukor is genuinely one of the best ones. I think I even put it into S tier myself, like in my Kuva weapons tier list, right? What do we need to do in order for him to not be invincible anymore? The fuck? Yeet out of the map. That was a good one, though. What's that? Water is good. Yeah, this tank is bullcrap, Patrosator, totally. Need to destroy the weak spots, but like he's invincible. He's not taking damage to the weak spots. He does wait. But like I'm shooting the weak spots right there. You know, he doesn't take damage.
Keyboard locked.
Man, get ready to revive me. Yo. Yeah, that was too much keyboard lock for me. Bro, I'm trying to shoot the weak spots. He's just not taking damage. I don't get it.
Keyboard unlocked.
I don't get it. If we fail this, I think I'm just gonna do the deep Archimedia. Fuck this. This is fucking annoying. I tried the RPGs too. Do I need to like hit the weak spot with the RPG? Like direct hit? No explosion, just like direct RPG hit?
I always say learn more.
Yeah, you know what? I say we do the deep Archimedia. I say fuck this tank fight. Not gonna put out with that shit today. That's just ridiculous. There's no skill involved. It's just, yeah, whatever. I'll be real. I think it's just not good game design. Like this mission, I don't know why the tank didn't take damage. I don't know why the RPGs didn't work, why hitting the weak spots didn't work. Probably something I didn't understand about it. I can take a look at the modifiers again. But I'm not gonna do all of that again. Yeah, shut up. So what do the modifiers say? Random negative penalties, yeah, sure. Enemies deal damage, okay. Only thermal RPGs can damage the tank. Reinforcements that carry thermal. Yeah, but like they just didn't damage the tank. Like how many rockets did we shoot at the tank without damaging it? You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. Just not gonna do that. Thank you for the runs anyway. That will have to do for the Temporal Archimedia. I rather do the Deep Archimedia now and chill a bit with Revenant, actually reading some chat. Burst on build. Thanks for the reminder. Burst on build is right here. This is my Grenier build. What I did is I replaced the Bane mod with Serration because, you know, we're going up against Skuldra. But this right here would be the build that I use right there. Just a corrosive build. Damage, everything is going to be fine. Do I have a build for the Kuva Ogress? Water is good. Ligma Lord. I do have that in my Kuva weapons tier list. I have a build for every single Kuva weapon in there. Yo, water is good. No need to apologize, man. I think the mission was just absolute bullshit. I think it was not that we actually fucked up or did something wrong. I just genuinely think that the mission was just very bad. That's my opinion. So no stress with that. I still have a healthy amount of shards. It's fine. So let's equip Revenant for the hopefully more chill part of the Archimedia today, and that being the Deep Archimedia. Competitive streak modifier. This can make the fight extremely difficult, especially if the bolts or bodies debuff appears, which gives the tank an overshield. Oh god. Oh god. Pavlov, welcome to the stream. ETA assassination this week was pure pain. Yeah, I just saw that. I thought it would be easier, not gonna lie. I thought it would have been easier. But hey, it is what it is. Let's just forget about it and do the Deep Archimedia. Hopefully get some more Archon Shards out of that. And it's all going to be fine. Is 300% strength and Panzer good enough to nuke? Which frame are you talking about, Cramps? 300% strength is mostly enough on most of the frames, I would say. Let's unlock the Deep Archimedia. Probably should have done 3 Netra cells instead of the Temporal Archimedia. So, first of all, we're going to change the build on the Burst on Prime to something more Murmur. Oh, look at this. I have a Murmur build. What a coincidence. With Radiation. Okay. Then we have the Akarius, which I haven't modded, but I don't care because we're not going to use it. Akarius and the Volnus. I don't even... That's the Gora Hammer, isn't it? Volnus. Haven't built that either. Don't care. There we go. Unlock that. Bada boom. And who of y'all friendly people is up for Elite Deep Archimedia? For Elite Deep Archimedia, okay, invite.
Impressive generosity, Tenno.
What? What? How many are these? Spitchy coming in, what the 20? Yeah, never mind. I'm going to put the cap back on. You know what? That's enough for the bling, man. Oh, God. Y'all are being crazy.
Impressive generosity, Tenno.
Y'all are being crazy. Big Chick, what's going on? Did you type in 2? What did you want to type in 2 instead of 20? What's going on, man? Yo, that's absolutely crazy. Big Chick, thank you so much. Wow, that's generosity if I've ever seen any. Damn. Wait, you gifted 30? Did you, like, because my notification says 20 and then 10, did you give 30 in total? Or is that like a visual bug? Big Chick, how many was it? Was it 20 or was it 30? He's 20 and you're 10. Oh, you're 10. That was you. Oh God, Dystopia, thank you. Are you gonna... What is wrong with y'all? Dystopia's Big Chick. What is going on with y'all? It's crazy. I think at this point, everybody in here is probably going to be a freaking sub. Yo, holy cow. Kind of sad that the hype train is... No, the hype train is at level 7. Holy cow. Why didn't I get the hype train alert then? Oh God, new record. That is a new record, Lobster. That is a new record. Holy shit. I'm going to curse. I don't care if I get demonetized. Freaking €5. They could keep that to themselves. I got 30 gift subs. Holy shit, man. Low Bob, if you're still here, I got money for the beer later now. It's me, Cephalon Billy. Cephalon Billy, did you want to invite... Who wants to be invited? Rock and roll, yo veteran. I'm just going to dish out invites because I'm kind of not knowing who wanted to just send me bills and who wanted to actually play. Yo, veteran wants to play? All right. All right. Oh, God. You are crazy. Again, Dystopia, Big Chick. I can't thank you enough for your generosity. You two are absolutely crazy. Maybe one day we play together. Hey, yo, sure, man. Sure, man. Just send me an invite. And absolutely. And if you ever come to TennoCon, I owe you a drink that goes for Dystopia as well, right? Grab some relic packs for the Prime Blacky Lobster. I should do that. But on the other hand, I have all the primes anyway, so I don't need it for myself. Maybe we can do that on Friday, you know, Friday streams are usually a bit chill. Borrow is going to come on Friday anyway, so maybe we can do some, like, relic runs on Friday. What do you think? First, you have to add me in the game, Big Chick. True. You want to play? Let's go? Okay, let's just put the invite out, and let's do some Deep Archimedia. I'm so happy we don't have freaking mirror defense. Relic runs on Friday is good. Helo, that's good. I'm happy you like the idea. Yeah, I think Friday is going to be a nice chill borrow day. You are the prime we got to run for. Oh yeah, maybe you get some Blacky Prime relics. That's true. maybe Mr. Tashin gives you some Blacky relics. Do we get a red one from Bird 3, by the way? Oh, it is Christmas and Easter at the same time. Give me that right now. Don't keep it for yourself. When do you check the fashion after EDA? Let's take a look if we can make that happen. You're down. Okay, anyone who wants to join the Elite Deep Archimedia, we still have one spot free. Send me a message if you want to be invited for the Elite Deep Archimedia. MHBlacky, exactly, Autumn Knight. Is that a Revenant Prime skin? That doesn't have the skirt. That is actually, I can show you. Equipment, arsenal. This Revenant right here is the wigged skin, but you can literally use any other skin except the Prime skin, because only the Prime skin has the skirt, and I don't really like the skirt, so I'm not using it. You're gonna just use a normal Revenant. Looks pretty much the same. Oh, just failed to join, okay. It's a kilt. Is Revenant Scottish? Does he wear a kilt? And the most important question is, does he wear underwear under the kilt or not? Chat, type 1 if you think Revenant would wear underwear under a kilt, and type 2 if you think he would go, you know, commando. Does he go commando, or does he put some underwear on? Yeah, I see a lot of twos. What's going on? What? Why, Merc, why did you not accept? It's time for Will Witcher to shine. We're all going to shine in this one. What is the problem? Why can't we go? Kind of feel like it's the same every time. People want to play Archimedia, and then once it goes into Archimedia, nobody wants to play Archimedia. He definitely got that hanging down there. Yeah, he just let it swing, you know what I mean? He swags the fuck up. He just lets it swing. You know, needs some air to breathe. He's too angry to die and wear a skirt. He's Scottish, alright. I'm gonna give it another try.
Several experiments are threatened by the murmur as they move. Heads high and hearts full of fire. Let's finalize those experiments.
Okay, we good to go. Everybody got the stuff. Let's please not force start. Give everybody the time to need to put together their loadout. Our heart is free. Have the courage to follow it. Oh god. How do you take the skirt off, Black Scythe? For rep. You know what? I don't care. At this point, I don't care. I think we've had enough time to put that together. We're just gonna... Can we switch that to... Oh, we're just gonna switch it to public. Fill up with a random. Voting on mission? Let's just get going. What do you think of the Valkyrie rework? Oh, Unshackle. I have made 2 entire videos on the Valkyrie rework. We also extensively talked about it last week on stream, I think it was. It would take too long to, you know, sum it all up. I think there are some good ideas in there. I think there are some ideas that are worthy of improvement. I will make another video on Valkyrie once the rework goes live. Why doesn't it work? Why does nobody come? I'll be real. I'm gonna disband the lobby right now. I'm gonna close all communications right now. Please, only the people who want to play Elite Deep Archimedia, have unlocked Elite Deep Archimedia, and want to actually do it, please message me now so we can build a team and actually play the mission. That would be very nice. Okay, let's do this. Let's do some Deep Archimedia, kill some Murmur, begin the research. Yo, tag for making noises. I don't get it. Like, why? Muff Disc, why would you say you want to join for Elite Deep Archimedia and then say no? Let's just go. I just really don't like this whole like team building shenanigans on chat. Why is it such a big deal? Why does it have to be such a big deal every week with the Archimedia? Let's just get some people together who wants to do it and like do the mission. That's all I'm asking for. Yo, Zephyr was good. How am I doing? We haven't pimped day. We have pimp day 8 days of the week, man. Always got that pimp energy rolling. You know, I'm not 50 Cent. I'm 50 Plat. I'm a PIMP. I'm 50 Plat. So where is the thingy? Yo, we have a lot of enemy density here. They're body blocking the thing, but I think it's gonna be alright. I think it's gonna be totally jolly okay. We can't use what was the modifier? We can't use inventory, right? I think it's not gonna be a problem. You know what? Let me recast Mesmer Skin real quick and turn off the damage numbers because I want to see what I do. Damage and numbers. Disabled. Confirmed. That's maximum swag feed featuring Fitty Plat. Exactly. That's me, man. That's me. Yes, without damage numbers, finally I can see where I'm shooting. Is Tatsu Prime still good paired with Revenant Prime, or is there a better option? I don't know what the modifier was that you get when you pair Tatsu Prime with Revenant Prime. I think, wasn't Tatsu Prime a heavy Nikana? Wasn't that the case? I think heavy Nikana still are lacking a good stance, if I'm not mistaken. I think there are better weapons out there, but I'm not that well informed about the Tatsu Prime. I think heavy Nikana still haven't gotten the good stance that they really want to. Oh, we really need a lot of electricity here. Why don't we get electricity drops? Geek Gamer, me playing Revenant reminded you a friend found out colors change according to my background. He Shamrock. Oh, the Shamrock pellet. Is Pure Heat Incarnon a good choice? It depends on which weapon you put it on. But I think, you know, base elements, heat, electricity, and toxin are in general pretty good. You know, depending on which enemy faction you're going up against. I think on many weapons you actually don't even need to make combined elements anymore. I think it's alright even without. Why is there no Lloyd robot in the Sanctum? There kind of is, you know, that we... What do you mean Lloyd robot? I mean Lloyd is there as a person. It's Furious. What do you mean, Thero? Furious, what is with the... Oh yeah, the Furious with pure heat. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the Furious Incarnon is such a freaking strong weapon anyway. If you haven't seen it already, my Yarely video that I put out on YouTube the other day, that uses the Furious Incarnon, and it's very, very strong on her. In general, any Warframe who has a grouping ability really likes to use Furious Incarnon.
Welcome, Tenno.
Dryexcom, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the crew. Good to see you, man. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Have fun with the emotes and with the loyalty badges. And it's good to have you on board. Thank you for sharing the love. I think my fire rate has been reduced, hasn't it? What, Zerk? You got host migration in ETA? No way! Oh god. Like, if there is one freaking place on this planet where you don't want to have a host migration, it's freaking ETA. I am very sorry to hear that. I would like to throw a glaive in there now. Too bad I don't have one. Dan Harvey, you came back to Warframe since 2025. You had acquired most primes and prime weapons, prime burst on, blah, blah, blah. What should you acquire now? I see people flying around with Titania and some missions. Seems fun. I think Titania is in a pretty good spot. I wanted to start working on my Titania guide this week. Welcome back to Warframe, by the way. Shit, I need energy, man. I need energy. I can't recast my Mesmer skin. No, I was actually thinking about making my freaking Titania build finally. But yeah, welcome back to the game. What you should... I think Dante, he's not a prime. Doesn't have a prime yet. But if you're a returner, I think Dante is a frame that you would enjoy a lot because he just really does everything. He's really, really strong in so many ways. So that would be a suggestion from my side. Unshackled Dante is mad fun. Yeah, I totally agree. Wait, we haven't even made it to the mixer? I was just chilling there answering chat messages, right? Everybody's just like, should we start mixing maybe? Potentially? You know, play the mission? What a wild statement in 2025. Want to actually play the mission? Nah, I don't think so. I'm good. Grendel, oh yeah. Geek Gamer, totally agree. Grendel is also very, very nice. It's a bit painful to farm, but if you have a friend to pull you through it, it's usually pretty easy. Can it be that they just don't drop vials? I don't see any vials on the map. Just that one there. Sevagoth, absolutely, that's true. Sevagoth is a new king. It literally says that on my Sevagoth thumbnail in the Sevagoth guide. Sevagoth, the Nuke King. I mean, to be fair, Sevagoth kind of sort of is meh in situations like, you know, Deep Archimedia and stuff where you go up against single targets a lot of the time, right? He's good when it comes to nuking rooms full of trash enemies. Not that great when it comes to, you know, enemies that actually... He just jumped in, like he just sacrificed himself to protect that thing. Have you seen that? Like this Necrodog? I was throwing the cold vial and the Necrodog just jumped in between. It was just, no, you're not gonna do that. What an absolute legend. I think it was close enough for me to actually count this as a hit anyway. Mekacho, there's a new thread on Reddit about all the problems with this week's ETA. I don't know if you've been here when we actually did the ETA, Mekacho. But yeah, I had my thoughts on that as well. I just say one word. It starts with bull and ends with something that demonetizes the video if you say it. That's my opinion on this tank fight this week. You would love Gyre Prime on Shackle. Damn, I need to freaking build my normal Gyre in the first place. That's also, like, Gyre and Titania are, like, 2 frames that everybody asks me to do, and I'm like, yes, I want to do that, but I, like, never have time to do it because there's so much else I need to look into. But I think they're both great. And I'm also very happy to play Revenant right now because I can actually interact with you. 22 layers of Mesmer. Did you show the build? Geek Gamer, I think I have 350 something % strength. I can show you the build later, but I also have a video on YouTube about a Revenant build that can get, I think, 33 Mesmer stacks if you really want to make it happen. It's a little bit crazy, but as long as you have like 300% strength and then you put an Arcane on top that gives you 60% more strength, you should be able to get like around about 20 something Mesmer stacks. Oh yeah, League My Lord, Temple Augments should be fun. Like, Temple has potential for some really neat interactions with a couple augments, if they bring something interesting in. Danse Macabre build. And the thing with Danse Macabre is I really want to love this ability. I really want to. But, like, my problem with it is that, like, it does good damage. Well, it does really good damage. Holy cow, why does it deal so much damage? Just look at it melt away. Holy shit, what? Was that me? Or did somebody stand in the corner and shoot at them as I was Danse Macabre away at them? I want to look into that, because that was more impressive than I thought it would be. Hey, it's not about the number of Mesmer stacks. It's really not about the number. I think having between 15 and 20 is more than enough. You can also use the Augment Mesmer Shield, which gives you more stacks with less strength, I think, right? And you can give it to your team as well, which is probably the most overpowered augment for any type of Temporal Archimedia, for any type of Elite Archimedia, I mean. Because they're weak against radiation. But the thing with Danse Macabre is that it automatically chooses which element to choose against the enemies, right? It always deals exactly that element that the enemy is weak against, which is the cool thing about it. Saren Prime Unshackle 100%. Yeah, Saren Prime she's so freaking busted. She's never not been busted. I'm gonna be completely honest. Saren has never not been busted, especially in 2025. Like Saren and Harrow with the Cyto 9 subzoom, they got so incredibly strong. It's just not fun anymore. It just makes the game literally boring. Salz die Legende. What do I start? Well, what do I do to start getting Archon Shards besides Archon? You return after 6 years. Welcome back, by the way. And not playing completed all the quests now, but obviously have no standing, basically, MR 18. So yeah, for the Archon Shards, Archon Hunt is the first thing that you can do to access them. You already said that quite right. Then one other thing that you could do is the weekly call mission. I don't like... No, wait, no. They removed that. You don't get the Archon Shard from the call mission anymore. You could grind standing in the Sanctum Anatomica, you know, in the tile set that we're in right here, because once per week you can buy a shard from Bird 3. That's the second thing that you can do. Then you can run Netracell runs. You should unlock them once you have Steel Path unlocked, plus rank 5 with the Syndicate here in the Sanctum Anatomica. And then when you really want to amp it up to 11, you do the Deep Archimedia and the Temporal Archimedia, what we're currently doing. This is what gives you the highest chance of getting Archon Shards, but it's also by far the most difficult one. It's not chill, except you play Revenant like I do, but that's basically all the sources of Archon Shards. I should probably make an updated Archon Shard guide where I just go over all the sources and give some tips. Never thought you would catch me live, Duke. Love my card. Thank you so much. I missed which Archon Shard I got. Was that a purple one? Duke, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thank you for the compliment. I'm happy you like the vids. Is the stun duration for Mesmer skin important, or should you just go max strength and max Mesmer's? Yeah, the duration doesn't matter at all. These doesn't matter at all. I think the only thing that like where duration matters for Revenant is if you want to use his first ability to enthrall enemies, which is a fair point. or if you want to use Dons Macabre, because in those cases you want to have a little bit of duration. But for most Revenant players, probably duration and efficiency is both a dump stat. You just want to go for... Now, honestly, the only thing you really care about for Revenant is strength. What I mean is efficiency and range are not important at all on him. Like, absolutely 100% not. Duration can be fine, but usually it doesn't hurt all too much if you go a little bit negative on that too. Like strength, like Revenant is so simple when it comes to building. You just go all out in the strength and you're good. Let's spawn some Necromechs, shall we? Which helmet ability is good for Saren? Bekir, my personal favorite on Saren is Side 09's invisibility, because that means you can be invisible. That means you can get the bonus damage stuff that comes with being invisible. And it also helps with the survivability. That is my personal favorite. I'm kind of sad that I subsumed over my 3 right here, because I could have easily reaved him away. Boom. Oh, that works too. Takes forever leveling Red Veil to... Yeah, Lobster... I personally keep it chill with my syndicates. I just, level 3 that don't negatively interact with each other, and the rest I just trade for it. I know it's theoretically, I think, possible to level up 5 out of 6 if you, really pay attention to it and switch your allegiances and alliances all the time, but I'd rather keep it chill. Let's play some... Let's dance some macabres. I don't have energy. 4 Syndicate life. Yeah, 4 Syndicate is also relatively easy, I think. Would Roar be a good subsume onto Revenant? I think Roar is a good subsume on everything. The thing is, Roar is a great damage boost to weapons. Roar is a damage boost to abilities as well. Roar is universal faction damage bonus, and I cannot think of a single Warframe where Roar would be bad. There are Warframes where there are better options than Roar, but overall, if you're not sure what to put on a Warframe and you want to put something on them, Roar is always a good option. I think everybody can agree that this is like a universal statement. There is no situation where Roar is actively bad. But on Revenant, I think if you want to go for a Gunrunner Revenant, then Roar is 100% perfect. If you want to go for a melee Revenant, probably rather Wrathful Advance from Calivo. You could also go Nourish for more energy sustain and viral priming. That's also really good. Or you just don't put anything on him. It's also possible. If you want to keep it a bit cheaper, I think Revenant's pretty good all by himself. Parents are here, gotta go, Link, my lord. Yup, no problem, man, no problem. See you soon, man. Glad you were around. As always, thanks for being here. Le Troll is the best for all content? What do you mean? Zata's Whisper, yep, that's a good point. That's a good point, Stoop. Zata's Whisper is also very good. I'm so happy I turned off the damage numbers, man. I'll be real, I would not be able to see anything what I'm doing here. Sure, you could go Eclipse with a damage reduction, but I personally think Revenant is the only Warframe in the game who doesn't care about it. No, not the only, but one of the few Warframes who don't really care about damage reduction whatsoever. Sure, you have the 1 second where you recast your Mesmer skin, where you're theoretically vulnerable, but you could just fix that with Rolling Guard, and then you have 100% uptime on invincibility. What do I think about Zaku, Jojo? Zaku is great. Zaku is really good. My only problem that I have with Zaku is that these summoned weapons that float next to you, there are some enemies where they just aren't really good against. But in normal scenarios, for example in this right here, it would be perfectly fine to just run around with Zaku. I think they're very strong. I mean, I even have 2 videos on Zaku on my channel pointing out how incredibly strong they are. So yeah, I'm a fan. Totally 100%. Where is that Ayatan star? What is Revenant subsume, Lobster? It's Reeve, which is actually kind of fun, right? A lot of people underrate Reeve, but Reeve is one of the strongest abilities in the entire game. And the fact that you can put this onto any other Warframe makes it actually, like, it gives it the potential to have some really funky niche builds. For example, you could put it on Rhino, because Rhino has a better roar than if you Subzoom Roar on Revenant. And then combine the Rhino Roar, which is much stronger, with a Reeve Subzoom, and give Rhino theoretically the ability to one-hit enemies level 10,000. That would work. Reeve is that good. Top of the stairs. Top of the stairs here. There is something here. I know there's probably a secret room there, but my brightness settings are so bad I can't like see anything. In the middle. There? Nah. Yo, Cookie Monster, just wanted to say hi. Wanted to say that you returned to Warframe about a month ago and your bits helped me a lot. That's great to hear, man. Welcome to the stream. I'm happy that you could get back into Warframe, have fun, and that my videos did a little part in that. Always happy to help. Take off the sunglasses. No, we had 30 gift subs. The sunglasses need to be on for a while. Like with 30 gift subs, I need to have the bling on at least till the end of the Archimedia. Anything else would not be fair. Demon King, I'm your favorite YouTuber. Wow, that's a big honor. Thank you so much for the compliment. You want to know which my favorite secondary weapon is off meta. I think off meta, it would be the Furus Incarnon. Because even though the Furus is incredibly strong, I think it's not used that much to call it meta. So, got you. So off meta, I would say the Furus Incarnon, especially if you combine it with a... What the heck is happening? Especially if you combine it with a Warframe that has a grouping ability, it's gonna deal incredible amounts of damage. Other than that, I also really like the Yo Dystopia, you heading out to get lunch, good rest, and yo, thank you, good lunch to you, man, Dystopia. Thank you so much for the bids. Thank you for your generosity. Keep up the streams and good content. Thank you so much, man. Have a good appetite with your lunch. I'm gonna try to have a Archon Shard rich rest of my Monday. Let's call it that. And as always, great to have you here, man. Exactly, Geek Gamer. Furus is also in the rotation this week. In case you don't have it yet, you can get the Incarnate adapter this week. I think Furus is... And even if you want to have a Riven, right? Furus has an incredible Riven disposition, and the Rivens are fucking cheap. I think they go for like 20 plat unrolled. Last time I checked, they go for 20 plat unrolled. That was before the Incarnon, though. Maybe they're now 50 plat unrolled, which is still nothing. So yeah, I would urge everybody who likes grouping abilities in Warframe to definitely go for a Furus Incarnon. Corrosive Radiation against Mermaids, so underrated. Yeah, Furus is really underrated. Yeah, nice, a Tau Forged yellow. If there's one color I don't need, there's like one color I don't need, it's yellow. You thought your Naros can survive everything and then you went into a Ku village? See, that's the reason why I main Revenant nowadays. Because, like, 5 years ago when I got back into Warframe, Inaros could survive everything. He could, 100%. But now Inaros is kind of like, against the high-level content that we have nowadays. Inaros is kind of like a wet tissue box without any tissues in there to keep you warm. That's the unfortunate part about it. That's why Naros only makes it into my videos for the fashion, because he looks good. He's like one of those completely characterless supermodels who just look good and have nothing else to show for them. That's a Naros. You need the yellow for your Titania, Stu? Oh, I would... If I could, I would just give it to you. I would just give you my yellow one. I don't need it. Unfortunately, they're not tradable. Or should I say, fortunately. I'm kind of happy that, actually, that Archon Shards are not tradable. Because that would sort of ruin a lot in the game. That Necromech is like, what do you mean ruin a lot? The game for me is already ruined. Leave me alone. Quaddy, what's good? I need reds because you're always done. Yeah. Quaddy, we all need the reds, don't we? Don't we all need the reds? Though on Dante, if you go for a Noctua build, you could also do, you know, the 5 orange ones for the secondary crit chance. How do you get better Riven mods? Jojo, unfortunately, that's just bad luck. Unfortunately, it's just bad luck. There's no way to get better Riven mods. It's always RNG with the Rivens. Do red Archon Shards officially, Nicholas, officially, all Archon Shards have the same drop rate. Unofficially, I think.
Welcome, Tenno.
I did.
Our numbers grow.
Lobster, thanks for the sub, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Big salute goes out to you. Big freaking salute. Appreciate your kindness, man. Good to have you on board. Yeah, but like unofficially, I think the red ones kind of have a lower drop rate. It feels like that at least. I think in the game files, it's actually not like that. I genuinely believe that it just says, you know, 33% for all of them. But I think just more frames like to use red, and that's why we feel like we're always short on them. Yeah, Chicken Teriyaki, exactly. If you want to have better Rivens, you can just buy it from other players, but they're like freaking expensive. I would personally say never pay more than 500 platinum for a Riven. No matter how good the Riven is, 500. No Riven is worth more than 500 platinum. That's my opinion. Where the heck is the demo unit? I want to help. I want to help. Hello there. Oh yeah, you're coming in with the big shield, huh? Not with me. Yeah, that's where you go. 6 feet underground. Do need some energy though. What stats do you want on the Furious Riven, Quaddy? The standard stuff. Crit chance, crit damage, status chance. Fire rate is also pretty good. Normal damage is also good. And of course something like negative zoom or whatever. Like one negative stat that doesn't matter. But for the Furious, you know, it's a high fire rate, high status chance weapon. So any type of status, fire rate, crit, more damage, maybe even faction damage, depending on what you like. All of that would be nice. It's not like that it needs a specific thing. Yo, that Pariaxel, that is one hell of a message. First time watching the 300 plus stuff. Well, welcome to the stream then. Came back after 3 years. Welcome back to the stream. Got new War Angels Whisper. Give me a second. Let me quickly kill the demo unit before I continue reading, so that we don't lose this. Boom. Very good. There's another one. Oh, I don't have Incarnon mode anymore. Ramp up the Incarnon meter. No, it's fine. What was the question? Your builds were atrocious. Fixed them all with my guys. Oh, I'm happy they helped. You can AoE nuke rooms on Steel Path level 200 enemies. Does AoE become less effective towards the... I think AoE becomes less effective maybe when you go over level 1000. I still think till level 500 AoE is still pretty good. Single target dominates. Yeah, it depends on which game mode you're playing. A lot of game modes that people play when they go long endurance, like Disruption right here, basically is focused around single targets like the demo units. So you could say that in long endurance and level cap, single target dominates. That is kind of a true statement. Been wondering why things like Burst on etc. are going... sorry. On Incarnon. Now I think I see why, because level steeper I can nuke with Zora. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The single target weapons, you usually don't want to use them in scenarios where you go against multi-target. Like if I could, right? If I could, I would play the Zoras in this mission as well. But you know, for the Temporal Archimedia and the Deep Archimedia, the game basically decides which weapons you have to use. So that's why I'm using the Burst on. If I could, I would absolutely pull out my Zoras, just throw it in there and have everything die. So that's kind of it. You got big shield, too bad I got big gun. That's right, Lobob. To be fair, the Burst on doesn't look like a big gun, but it does big PP damage. It does. Nicholas, yeah, Octavia is like #1 AFK frame. It's really fun. It's hella fun with her. Just spam crouch and everything kills itself. Hello, can you please wait so I can kill you? Thank you. And down you go. I need some energy to freaking recast my Mesmer skin. Let's do that right now. Nezha is great. Absolutely, Matilda. Nezha is great. Nezha can nuke. Nezha can do so many things. It's like the cricket from Men in Black. Oh, God. Oh, we got a key there. Very good. Gotta scratch my eye for a second. Ah. And the demo units are coming with me not having a single bit of Archon Shards. That is exactly the world that we're living in right now. Let's bring up the Archon mode, and down you go, and down you go, and down y'all go. Some Vessel Capillaries, that's always nice. And another key that we're going to put into the console after the keyboard lock is over. Cooking Grendel Prime right now, John. Okay. Any good builds where you subsume the third? Unfortunately, yo, veteran, no. I can't help you. My keyboard is locked. Right now,
Keyboard unlocked.
I haven't really spent much time building Grendel, so I don't have a good recommendation for you right now, unfortunately. And welcome, kids. Good to see you again, as always. Hope you had a sweet weekend. Anything special happening? Oh, no, they split up. One from the left, one from the right. Okay. It's all right.
Mouse locked.
We got this, I meant to say. We got this. Just keep you in the frame. Just keep you in the frame and hope the mouse lock will be over. Never mind, you did. Dimensional, will you please explain Forma? I still don't understand it.
Mouse unlocked.
Dimensional, I can do that. Can you remind me after the Temporal Archimedes is over, because it's easier to explain Forma when I'm actually in the mod screen, so I can actually visually show you what I mean. If you would be so kind to remind me after the Archimedes missions are over, when we're back in the home base, then I will happily explain how Forma works. It's actually pretty simple. And you go down, and yeah, you're already down. Very good. I think we're done, right? Yes, very good. Yeah, thanks. Perfect. I think we have one more mission after this in the Archimedes. And once we're back from that, we're going to talk about Forma. But by the way, if you want to have like a dimensional, if you want to have a like video that you can look up again and again and again, not a single shot. Holy shit. That's embarrassing. That's not good. Oh, God. Bring out the Tau Stolens. Bring out the Tau Stolens, chat. It's time you can make fun of me for not getting shit. Wait, I got a red one. Did I get it from the first one? Not gonna complain. That's good. Oh no, the mission is over already. Ah, the mission is over already. Cool. Thanks for the run, guys. Was very great, as always. Appreciate it. So, Dimensional, let me explain Forma. That is very darn simple, actually. Let's take the Soma, which is always my guinea pig for showcasing build stuff. So, this right here is the Soma. And you see some of those mod slots have little symbols on them, like the dash right here or the V. If you put a mod onto the weapon, this one right here, takes away 16 mod capacity. You see it up here. I have a...
Our numbers grow.
Rizuki, thank you so much for the sub. Really appreciate it, man. Welcome on board. Good to have you here, my friend. Good to have you here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're having fun. Yeah, as I was saying, when you have a mod capacity on your weapon, and this mod here costs 60 mod capacity. I went down from 16 to 44, right? Minus 16. If I put the mod into a mod slot, it also shows up green once I grab it, that has the same symbol on it, it only takes half the capacity. As you can see right now, it only takes 8 away. So if you want to make a full build, ideally, you want to make sure to have enough of these symbols right here that all of the mods you put on fit into a slot with the accompanying symbol. And the way you put these symbols onto the weapon, they're called polarities, by the way, is you rank the weapon up to the max level. In this case, it's 30 for the Soma. You click Actions, Polarization, select a forma, and then you can click onto one of the mod slots here and apply another symbol to it. Once you do that, it costs you one forma, and it will reset the level of the weapon back to 0. So you got to level it up again before you can apply the next forma. And you do this a couple of times, and you use the forma to basically put more of these polarities onto the weapon until you have enough that your mod capacity, is sufficient for all the mods that you want. I hope that helped as an explanation, Dimensional. And in order to get forma, you crack open relics, but I'm sure you know that already. And you get the forma blueprints, and then you just build them. And there are Omniforma, but that's probably something that as a beginner you don't really need to know. There are Omniforma. What these do is they put a universal polarity, which means all the mods fit into here. But they're very expensive. I wouldn't use them if I don't have to. So yeah, that's ads, Dimensional. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Dimensional. You missed all of it. Okay, Dimensional. Then, if you missed all of it because of the ads, I'm very sorry for that. You can, of course, watch the VOD, once the stream is over. The stream will be up as a video. But you can also go to my YouTube channel. And I do have a video on the YouTube channel. It is relatively old, but still up to date. It's called, Are You Weak in Warframe? Do This. One of my first videos on my channel. This is an in-depth explanation on weapon modding, and it also talks exactly about the one thing that you were asking for. How forma work and how to use them. All in that video. You can just, go to my channel, you can watch it. It's never going to go away. Whenever you have questions about weapon modding or like basic weapon modding functionality, you're going to find it in that video. So before we do anything else, my bladder tells me I will have to take a little pee-pee break. You get some music. I will be back in 2-3 minutes. Don't go away or I'm going to send Clem after you. And we will be back with more goodness very soon.
trying to not jump scare you.
Bada bing, bada boom, we are back in the game. That was the wrong scene. Where is it? No, that's the wrong scene. That's the right scene. Friends, welcome back. I hope nobody went, because if any of you would have gone, then, Mr. Clem will be busy then. Good to be back. Friends, good to be back. Let's exit the Sanctum Anatomica. The next thing on our program point for today is the Archon Hunt. And that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a bit more of a chill one, I think. Who are you? Where's the sunglass guy? The sunglass guy disappeared because the Archimedia is over, and I'm kind of happy about it, so I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. Oh man. Why am I not doing my mastery test? Dead Star, there is an FAQ under the stream. I could actually say that this time because this comment for once came on Twitch and not on YouTube. Oh, we get a yellow one. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. Let's do it anyway. No, let's do the Netracell first. Let's do the Netracell first, because yellow Archon Shards are. What am I doing? Let's do one Netracell. We have one more Surge Pulse. We should do the one Netracell there. Is Archwing mode dead content, Quill? Unfortunately, kind of still. Yeah, kind of is. Yeah. I think Archwing was never really a good game mode to begin with. I never really enjoyed Archwing controls. I think Archwing could have been terrific. By the way, anyone wanna do Netracell? I'm just gonna invite whoever is still here in the list. One quick Netracell. Anyone interested? If not, I'm gonna open up a new one. What color is the Master Rank 31? It's bronze. That's why I'm not doing it, because it ain't bling enough for me. Oh, Dimensional, you're doing Netracell right now. I see. Wait, my windows over the chat. There we go. Junkie Ducky, you have to. Well, man, what? It was a very funny time, man. Good that you were here. It was very funny having a good time with you, man. Really appreciate you being here. You have a good rest of your Monday, man. And hopefully see you soon. Who needs Bite Lobster? I think everybody needs Bite, kind of. Yo, Veterans down, of course. Okay, we have two more open slots. Everybody who wants to do a Netracell, message me right now. We have 2 more slots in the lobby. Do I have my graphics on max settings? No, actually I don't. I just have them on medium, and I have DLSS performance mode on, because I want to make sure that my PC has to sweat at as little as possible with Warframe, because it gets very warm in here. And the higher I crank up graphics in any game, the more unbearable it becomes for me. Except in winter. In winter, I crank everything up to the max and disable DLSS, because then the PC actually heats up pretty well. One more guy for the Netracell. One more lovely person. We have one more Netracell for the taken. Which loadout would you recommend for the third part of the Archon Hunt? Tanky, gun, or melee platform? Yeah, kind of sorta, yeah. Millennium Cross, that's kind of sorta it, yeah. We're still searching for one person. Anyone want to do Netracell? Chat, just message me in game. You win. If not, we can just fill up with a ramen. Oh, we got one Netracell invite. There we go. Bardzo.
Maybe we can be devolved.
Welcome to the crew, Bardzo. Let's do some Netracells. Hopefully get one of those reds. You wish you could join, Brutus? Hey, yo, maybe you can join us for the Archon Hunt. Or if you're still not that far, you know, we're not going anywhere. Streams are going to continue for the time being, so, you know, no stress and all. One day you will be able to do all of that with us. Oh, you don't have it unlocked in your third... Wait, you have 3 accounts that you're all playing up? That's crazy. That's dedication, kid. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I never really used... I still have the Soma on. Oh god, no. I still have my Soma on without a single mod on it. Nice. Nice. And the other weapons are also complete garbage because that's still the Archimedia stuff. Great. We're having a good time. That's great. Yo, nice. Never mind. I think we're gonna have to do some more examination on Dons Macabre then. I think I'm gonna use my 4 a little bit. Just this time. You know what I mean? Just this time. All intentional. All intentional. Oh god. Isn't it great? I should have changed that before my toilet break. And none of you told me. You all let me run into the open knife. I'm just kidding. Oh god.
Keyboard locked.
Nice, there we go. Let's play auto turret with a Soma that doesn't deal anything. What the fuck is that even? Oh yeah, this thingy. The modifier.
Mouse locked.
Let's look at this beautiful Revenant. He likes lightnings.
Keyboard unlocked.
What, Zerg? Mission 3 of ETA can get bugged and drop no transponders to progress. What, Zerg? I thought our experience was shit because
Mouse
it was
unlocked.
just, you know, bad modifiers. But like yours got actively freaking broken. That's so sad, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna finish the Temporal Archimedia this week. I'm not gonna do that again. Not in the mood to be in a bad mood. What are my thoughts on Shedu Donsahu? I think it's pretty good. I mean, I've never really played it myself, but I know a lot of people like it as an arm cannon. I think it's a good weapon. Have you used any of the Kodo weapons so far, Fear? Not yet, but I do own 2. Haven't built them, haven't used them, but I do own them. 2 of them. Maybe on Wednesday we can farm a couple more. You can do the pretty light carousel thing a light, Geek Gamer. You mean my 4? Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm 100% going to use my 4. I mean, that's the only damage I'm going to deal in this mission, let's be real. Good thing that I'm, you know, Revenant, so at least I don't die.
This is it.
This is it. I just hope we're going to get some good energy drops here. Let's just see what we're gonna get here. Let's do some Dons Macabre on this boy here. Yeah, damage is not great. Damage is not great. It's not great at all.
Keyboard locked.
Yeah, I think Team will have to carry this. What, Zerk? You're gonna do your 3rd attempt already? Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You're about to fall out of your chair, Geek Gamer. Oh god. You're Dons Macabring on your
Keyboard
swivel
unlocked.
chair.
If I ever see that grimoire, I'm gonna.
Kente, you were struggling to unlock ETA for a while, and you was lucky to find a 4-man this week. Oh god, and all of us got destroyed by the tank boss. Yeah, you're not the only one. We got destroyed too. Don't feel bad about it. It's the mission. It's not you. It's not you. It's all the mission's fault. I'm not in the circle. What the heck am I doing? Someone do mouse log. Repcast, welcome to the stream, by the way. Haven't seen you before. Good that you're here. Always nice to have you around. Rizuki, you never saw those gems that I'm working on. And that's perfectly fine because that was introduced, I think, 2 years ago. So, yeah, it's technically still relatively new content. You can think of these Archon Shards as kind of sort of another upgrade mechanic similar to mods, you know, that give certain stats to your Warframe, certain abilities. They're actually pretty good. You don't necessarily like need them to have good performance, but I can actually shoot off their arms. Ha! Soma doesn't need damage for that. But yeah, the thing with Archon Shards is you can only farm a set amount per week. So it's like a weekly mission, and you want to do that every week ideally, so you have a lot of them when you need them. And that's why we usually on Monday just farm Archon Shards. Have a good time laughing at myself because I never get the ones that I need. That's basically what's going on. Yo, Flynn, welcome back, man. Good to see you. Hope everything went well with your business. You have missed a beautiful Temporal Archimedia that we failed and that I'm not going to try again because the tank fight was just absolute bullcrap. You've missed a very nice Deep Archimedia, which was a blast, but we didn't get any proper Archon Shards out of it. And now we're in the Netrocells, and I am having an unmodded Soma because I was showcasing something, and then I made a toilet break, and I forgot to change the weapon. So I'm actually going to have to damage deal with Dons Macabre, because that's literally the only thing I have right now. So we're having ourselves a very, very funny one. Do you want to help with the ETA? That's nice, Flynn. But I think I'm not going to have enough time today to try the ETA again. You know, I always only stream till 7, so like 45 more minutes. And I genuinely, I don't really want to go through the 3 missions again just for the tank boss. But that's very nice from you to offer. I really appreciate it.
Necromites are reinforcing the Netrocell. Your hands are tied until you knock.
Quad, you went from Flynn to me. Yo, that's cool. Yeah, thank you again so much for the raid, Flynn. Really appreciate it. If you would be, like, also last time, if you had been online after I finished, I would have totally raided over. Because I know that, you know, it's always a welcoming and great community over on your end. You just gotta stream later, therefore longer, so I can actually raid you, man. Now that Sam isn't here either, I need some valid raid targets, man.
Welcome, Tenno.
Ruinous
Our numbers
Blessings, welcome, yo. Double salute goes out to you, Ruinous. Welcome to the show. I'm happy that you're here. I hope you're having a blast. Hope you're having a good week start and had a good weekend. Hope you enjoy the stream. Much fun with the loyalty badges and the emotes. Yeah, I'm not doing damage at all. I'm gonna go for the mercy kill. That doesn't even deal freaking damage. What the heck? Just look at it. Just look at how that thing is unmodded. So yeah, thanks so much for your generous sub, man. It should be fine with Sam on holiday, right? Yeah, sure, right? I hope that Sam is having a good time. I think he should have arrived in Tokyo by now, hanging out with his friend. Oh, we're done. That's good. Like, I'm gonna ask him so many questions. Has he posted anything on his socials yet regarding his trip? He said he wanted to keep his community up to date. Haven't really, you know, watched stuff, but I think he's gonna have a great time there. I'm pretty sure. Like, how could you be in Japan and not have a good time? What do you think about the compressor prime, and will you make a guide about it? Wartex, I'm probably not going to make a dedicated long form guide about the compressor prime. Maybe I do a short, you know, for weapons where I don't have that much to say. I think I'm going to rather do a YouTube short and a TikTok about it. I think the compressor prime is the best single target primer in the game. If you do something like Disruption, let's say, where you're mainly focused on just killing one high value target, you know, the demo unit in that case, I think the compressor is going to be the one weapon to go for as a primer, because you're just going to inflict so many freaking status effects, it's not normal anymore. Other than that, though, I think it's I think it's As a single target primer, best in the game. As anything else, I think it's not too great. Epitaph versus compressor video, Corey, that's a good idea. But I think it comes down to just if you want a single target prime or multi-target prime. If you want to go multi-target, yes, no Archon Shard, great. If you want to do multi-target prime, go Epitaph. If you want to do single target prime, go compressor. And that's basically it. No tweets from Sam. Oh, thanks that you checked, Ripgust. I'm sure he's just having so much fun that he doesn't even have time to text. By the way, thanks for the Netrocell run. Was really jolly good. And now let's do the Archon hunt. Catch a hacker as a hacker. What a username. Welcome to the stream. So Flynn, how was your stream, by the way? I didn't even ask you. How was your stream today? By the way, I'm going to close the messages now. Anyone who wants to do Archon Hunt, message me now so we can get an Archon Hunt squad together. And I'm going to change my weapon, that's for sure. We're going to go with the... You know what? I want to go with the Phantasma into Toxin. Oh, we talked about Destiny 2 raids. Do you actively play Destiny 2, Flynn? Do you actively play it? Scattered Inferno. Let's go with Toxin. Boom and boom. And where is my Grenier? An elementalist. Status chance. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. That's gonna be good. No, not Deadhead. Holy cow. Just got into it because of the new update coming out. Oh, Flynn, you never played it before, or like you dropped out and then you came back? Because I'm thinking, you know, sometimes I'm thinking, should you try Destiny 2? Like, should you try Destiny 2, comma 2? Question mark. That's what I'm sometimes asking myself. Because I think it could be a fun game. And then here we go with the Zorus, whatever. Misenjoying Destiny 2, Quadia. Yo, that's like a statement I think that hits pretty hard with a lot of players out there. Like, they got into a game, really enjoyed it, and then they played it for so long that they can't enjoy it anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be fine. It's just an Archon hunt. It's not rocket science. Let's do this. By the way, for the Archon hunt, we're gonna switch up the team after every stage, so more of you get to play. Dropped out and came back. Oh, okay, Flynn. Did not enjoy it in the times when you played it, so yeah, I see. Okay, so you're having fun now. New update is bringing you back. Is it good? Would you recommend, like, Flynn, would you recommend for somebody who's never seriously played Destiny, like only one or two times for like a couple hours completely casually, would you recommend getting into Destiny even so many years later? Do you think it is worth it, or do you think I should just not even bother? Should I just wait for GTA 6 and then make a second channel on GTA 6 and be a millionaire? What should I do? Default, it hits hard for me because, but not because I played it for so long I can't enjoy it anymore, but because they did so many things that made it. Oh, that's sad. That's sad, Default. Yeah, I've heard that they, you know, took a lot of pay-to-play content out, which I think is a pretty stinky move. Destiny's full Rob. If you're like playing looter shooters with friends and learning activities, Destiny 2 should be a pick before the next expansion. Okay, that's cool. I'm not sure if I'll be able to have enough time to start Destiny before the next expansion, but it's good to see that it's, you know, still in a state where it's not like terminated. You know, some games you just feel like they've been sort of abandoned and the community is waiting for the next thing to move on to. And let's be real here, after the whole controversy with Marathon, I don't think Destiny's going away anytime soon. Rip, because your formal economy is growing. That's very good. You have like an economic stimulus package there. By the way, whoever asked me earlier about a weapon that can easily cheese Steel Path, Phantasma. Phantasma good. Phantasma deal damage. Deal damage mucho grande. They give a loner now. Oh, you're talking about Necromex for the new war, probably. Whenever I hear the word loner, I'm like, oh, do you talk about Necromex? Can it be that we're talking about Necromex? Phantasma or Phantasma Prime Azar? I would actually go with the normal one. Reason being that the difference in stats between the normal and the Prime is only in stats that don't matter at all. And because there is a Prime, most players play the Prime, which means the Riven disposition for the normal one is actually higher than for the Prime, which makes it that if you have a Riven, the normal one is actively stronger. It deals more damage. It's just the better weapon, which is funny, but it is what it is. It does suffer from ammo, that's true, but both suffer from ammo. But like, if I were to give a recommendation, I would say invest into the one that will probably always have the higher Riven dispo, and that would be the normal one. What are even the improvements for the Prime? What did they improve? Was it like maximum ammo or fire rate or something? Oopsie. They have a similar situation to Warframe where they've swapped lead creative. Oh, Flint. Oh, they swap people. Okay. So that's why they're on an uptick. Do you think it's like for Destiny, Flynn, do you think it's more of a lucky hit that they're having a good update now? Or do you think that there's a continuously good change in leadership there? Can you already feel a certain way about it? Christopher, yeah, absolutely. If you want damage and movement, then Volt is a great option. Gauss would also be an option for movement and damage. Both of them are great. But I think Volt in general is a bit less restrictive in what he needs in order to perform at maximum. Unsure, you need to play more before you give a recommendation. No, that's fine, Eiflin, that's fine. You just enjoy your game and don't think too much about it, right? I know I'm asking a lot of difficult questions right here because I'm genuinely curious myself, you know. Even though I'm just doing Warframe content at the moment, I'm still, you know, we're all in the looter-shooter subgenre. So it's always interesting to hear what's going on in other games. But thanks for sharing your information and your feelings about it so far. Why am I not dealing damage? Yeah, oh god, that thing is almost empty. It's a nice to cross over sometimes. Yeah, I bet so. You know, I've talked about it on an earlier stream once, but I have this one idea in the back of my mind. You know, when during the Christmas update, Mactix and Aztecross came over to Warframe, and they were relatively welcomed. Just not going to talk about that whole Mactix situation. I think it was a bit overblown. But I think the community appreciate them coming over and, you know, having a good time with Warframe. So I always had this thing in the back of my mind that maybe one day I'm just going to do the same thing in reverse, right? I'm just going to do this, hey, I'm a Warframe player and I want to play Destiny for the first time. Join me for the fun type of thing. You know, I was thinking about doing something like that at some point. Not sure when or if or anything concrete just yet, but if Destiny is like in a good spot, I might actually think about it. What frame should you play if you just want to mindlessly spam and AoE clean anything? Custom G. AoE clean everything. Let me think. What the fuck are you? What the heck are you? I think Sevagoth is Mr. Room Nuke par excellence. But I also think that there are a lot of weapons that can do that for you. You can just like play the Zors, for example, with Kalervo. Melee influence. Throw melee, everything is dead. Mirage is a good point, Nerdy. Mirage is very good on that. I like that, Panda. That would be a great series, Millennium. Happy you like the idea. I'll think about it. Destiny 2 is a great game, Dead Star. I think if it was a bad game, it wouldn't have stayed around for so long, right? I haven't played it enough to like judge it myself, so I'm just not going to say, yeah, of course it's great. But I think if it was a bad game, it just wouldn't have stayed around that long. But then again, Raid Shadow Legends also exists for quite a while. So, you know what I mean? Which rifle is a good choice for Steel Path? I would say the Burst on Prime Incarnon. Or the Fenmore. I think those are the two best classical assault rifles in Warframe at the moment. Latron Prime is 90 platinum. Wow, that's a lot of platinum there. Thanks for the run, guys. Next crew. Anyone want to join? We have, I think, one more open slot. When Incarnon for Burst on Prime? I don't know, unfortunately, Gucci. I do not know when the Burst on will be on rotation. Sadly, not this week. Invite again, please. Raid Shadow Legends guide when? Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Holy shit, that's a big mosquito. Get the fuck out of here. Give me a second. Give me a second to clean that motherfucker out. Where are you? If I see it again, I'm gonna kick it with my notebook here. I think there's a lot of money to be made in Raid Shadow Legends. I think if you genuinely just want to like have a slop channel where you make content about that game, I think you would make a decent buck with it. One more, friends. One more want to join? You're down, yo veteran? Okay. Then let's go. Let's do this. Skip the... That's not what I meant to do. You love melee build skip DP? We all do that, don't we? I was hoping for a frame that gives small benefits to both, kind of like if a Valkyrie would give a smaller damage bonus to both. I mean to melee and range at the same time. I think there are frames that can do that. What is this? Disruption, okay. I think Kullervo Drummer, honestly, I think a lot of players mistakenly think Kullervo is just the melee frame, when he really isn't, because his damage link is great for guns and for melee. I think looking into Kullervo for a frame that does, you know, give advantages to both is actually a fair point. Or, of course, you could go Dante. You know, Dante also has good buffs that work for any type of weapon. Even though it's kind of hilarious, like Dante looks like everything but not like a melee frame, right? Look at Dante as like a guy working in an archive with all his books, and then imagine him going to town with like a big club or something. It's kind of hilarious if you ask me.
And you can pull the shinies out.
You can pull the shinies out.
Something happens to the conjure before you can pull the goods. You don't get the goods.
Someone is doing a Warframe subathon. It is really funny right now. He's doing no W key level cap. Wait, Drip fella. Who is doing that? Maybe we can raid over after the stream is over. That'd be cool. I would like to help in this subathon.
Get this thing started.
Who is it?
This isn't your regular vulture.
Maybe we can raid over and help out with the subathon. It's Zixcary. Corey, can you Corey, I just saw that you're in chat. Can you quickly copy the name of Zixcary that Dripfella posted, so I don't forget who to raid after the stream? If they're doing a subathon, I want to help out. I think it would be fun. You know, give him a little bit of exposure. No W default. No W means keyboard locked. That's what no W means. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing. Is there a demo unit out already? Health drain, I don't care.
Keep it clear of that conduit.
Oh, there you go. There he is. Where are you? There you are. Eats. Why is it a
MLG
Grenier?
commentator starting now.
As I was saying, why is it a Grenier in this tile set? We don't know yet, but the team is making very good progress to finishing this disruption. Only 7 more conduits to go, and that will already mean they will be able to do the final boss fight. Will they succeed? Will they get a Tau-Forged Archon Shard, or will it just be a normal yellow one? We will find out after the ad block. I should probably just like actually play a Twitch ad now. Where's this fucking mosquito? Jeez, I want to squash it so hard. Damn. Now I gotta cast Mass Skin so I don't die, and hopefully we're gonna get some new conduits going so we can get to the Archon fight very, very soon. Spend time ranking up your Railjack. Yeah, I think if you're struggling with the new war, the Railjack upgrades, just a little bit of health and armor for the Railjack, and a good gunner crew, and you're gonna be set. Like for the yeah, down you go. For making Railjack better, just go for 2 crewmates who are very good at gunnery, and then put some health and armor on the Railjack. You're good. You don't need more than that. Gunner NPC crews are so freaking good, it's unbelievable. They just laser away everything at the corner of the map. Anything comes close to you, they're just gonna laser it away. It's not even funny anymore. Like, I'd rather play Railjack solo at this point, like when I want to go for pure efficiency, just because... Fuck, holy shit, go away. This mosquito, honestly, I'm gonna quickly pause it. I want to kill that thing. Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Jeez, that thing was gigantic. Did you see that?
Conduit destroyed. You won't be seeing those goods again.
Damn. Missed it. Honestly, where is that fucking thing? Ugh. Defense field, what the heck? What's even going on? Conduit. No, we failed the conduit, really? Oh, that mosquito is gonna get an ass whipping. Paladin and 2 defended liches is the... do you really need the defenders? Because I kind of feel that the boarding parties never Maybe I should actually pay attention to the game. Oh, there it is again. There it is again. There it is again. So close. Oh, oh! I need to recast Mesmer Skin. Recast Mesmer Skin. We failed 3? Holy cow! That mosquito is really getting on my nerves. I can't concentrate because I just like it constantly wants to sting me. I can feel it. Isn't Phantasma a stat-based DOT weapon? Yes, it is. I just wanted to use it because I haven't used it in a while. And, you know, Archon Hunt is not that difficult, so... I mean, it does deal the damage quite well, especially against single targets. Watch an MHBlacky fighting for his life. It is like that. I hate fucking insects. I hate all of them. Today is a weird day in Warframe. Was even for me chilling now. Oh, that's good, Raw Artillery. That's good that you're chilling now. I thought this would be a fast disruption, man. There he is again. Why does he disappear all the time? Ah, fuck this shit. Time for the MR25 test. Lobster, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Oh, my Phantasma's empty. Great. But, like, they also don't drop freaking keys, do they?
Keyboard locked.
Nice. Oh, I have it. It was sitting on the edge of the table, so I couldn't hit it. Ah. No, I didn't hit it. Yeah, that's a void insect. For sure.
Keyboard unlocked.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's actually help. Let's try to deal some damage. Where is it? Where is he? Yeah, there you go. Take some toxin procs. There we go. 300, 400. Boom. Down you go. That's what I want to see. I just want to help you, bro, remember? That's lovely. The problem is I just can't concentrate with that fucking mosquito in here trying to get a bite of me. I don't want to be bitten. Enemy damage resistance. Oh, great. Great. Oh, we got this. I'm sure the Phantasma got this. Yeah, 300, 400. Get the toxin going. The problem is that's a Grenier unit, isn't it? That's a Grenier unit. That's why he's not really taking damage from the Phantasma. You just want to watch the stream? Okay. That's fine too. Everybody who just wants to lurk is also absolutely welcome. What's the better dodge, toxin or heat? Depends on the enemy faction. If it's something with armor, go for heat. If it's corpus, go for toxin. That's why I'm going for toxin here. Or you could even go electricity for, you know, stuff that is weak to electricity. I have a little bit of an issue with ammo right here. Yeah, see, against the Grenier demo units that we're having here, it's not all that great. But I think we got this. That animation is goofy. A little bit. Okay, one more key. And then another 3. I think now I cannot properly help. Oh, I have the dual tox assist. Why don't I use that? Huh? Why don't I just use the dual tox assist? Well, hello there, sir. Take some headshots, please. Take some headshots, please. There we go. Transforming Incarnon and down you freaking go. Yeah, eat that. That's the good stuff. That's the dual tox assist. Now you got me mad. Now I'm actually using the strong thing. You have a crew member set to gunner, they don't shoot? That's really weird. That's really weird. Maybe you can like swap them out and try someone else. See if it's like an issue with a crew member. Go on, 3 more and then we're on to the snake lady. I I hear a Wukong. I got it again. The fucking thing tried to land on me. There's gonna be so many clips on this stream. I'm not gonna lie. If this was a wasp or a bee, I would have ended the stream. I would have hunted that mofo down till the end of my days. Like, wasps are the peskiest, worst insects in the world. Where are you at? There you are. Yo, somebody's a sprinter today. Yeah, down you go. Boom. That was a jump scare. Yeah, I'm sorry I hit the microphone. Was a jump scare for me too. Give me a red AA? What's a red AA? Come on, 2 more. Yo, Lobster, congratulations! Welcome to Master Rank 25. That's some good news. What a way to start the week. I don't have the Incron on fire already. Perfect. Ain't it just great? Incron on mode. Brah. Oh, Death Star, I'm happy that the returning to Warframe video helped. Yeah, I figured that it's probably not one of the videos that's going to go viral like on the first day or anything, but I think, you know, in the long run, there are a lot of players who return to Warframe for various different reasons, and I'm very happy that it helped. You're actually not the first one saying that, so it makes me really happy that, you know, people who haven't been in the game for a long time, that it helps you get back on track and see what you're missing, where you're at, what you want to do. Drip fella, you also watched me when you started out with Warframe. That's so cool. Yeah, I think Warframe beginner guides is something that will never get old, because whenever you get into the game, there's so many questions being asked, so to speak. I'm in the wrong room, by the way. That there's a lot of evergreen content there, and I'm happy for each and every one of you whom I can help out with the stuff. Where's the unit? Yeah, Warframe does not hold hands, that's for sure. It's so funny, like, in one way, Warframe is a very easy game. Like, it's really not that challenging, except maybe the Temporal Archimedia. Like, the difficulty comes from just not being overwhelmed by all the stuff that it throws at you. Dripfell, you already at 875 hours. That's a lot, man. That's very cool. Cool person, my favorite frame is Revenant, the man that I'm playing right here. And Femboy Prime, yo, what's good? Welcome to the stream, good to see you. How was your weekend? Could you show the Toxicist build, Gucci? Yes, I'm going to do that right now. And Mizuku, good to see you too. Always nice if you are around. How was your weekend? Anything special happening, Femboy and Mizuku? Successful first TA mission. Oh, that's good, Rip Gus. That's a good start into the week. Thanks for the run, guys. Let me quickly showcase the Toxicist, and then we do the Archon Hunt, the finale, to get the yellow shard that I don't need anyway. So this right here is the build that I was using right now. It's a build that doesn't go into any elements because it's meant to be combined with Volt. It's also using Cascadia Overcharge, which doesn't really do anything for us right here. Yeah, it's just a good weapon because it's so incredibly strong as a weapon itself. The build right here is not too great. I would probably suggest this one instead. That's my favorite. And then, you know, replace the faction mod with whatever you need. Nay Lewis, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good Monday and a good start into the week. Wait a minute. We're going to go with... Oh, never mind. Never mind, I'm just going to go with the build before. That worked pretty well. Anyone else up for the final Archon Hunt? Up for the final... Stevie, welcome to the stream. Anyone up for the final showdown? Message me now. Let's get a team going and stomp that snake lady into the ground. Let's do this. Two more spaces to go. Oh, you went a bit climbing,
Mouse
Mizuku.
locked.
That's cool. Climbing is like in a bouldering hole, you know, a climbing hole, or like outdoor climbing. You already did it, Lobster. Oh, no problem. You got a regular shard, Matilda. Let's hope I'm gonna get the
Mouse
Forged.
unlocked.
But if I'm being bouldering, okay, I once did bouldering. It was fun. Like, of course, as a newbie, you don't do the crazy stuff, of course. But it was fun still. Two of my friends also do that. And they sort of encouraged me to try for myself. So yeah, just, you know, when I say I don't need the yellow shard, I have a lot of yellows. Even if it was the Tau Forged one, I'd of course be happy, but like, I don't really need it. Never mind, you're in. All right. All right. What's good, Altair? What orbs you rolling? 9.5 million Kuva. What are you rolling on? Which Riven? Which weapon? Is it worth it? Or are you just spending for the sake of spending? Quite oh yo Sigmar. Quite Shy was an era. I can remember that. When I started, she was still around. Which is crazy to think about it. A lot of new players don't even know who she is, which is crazy. A lot of young people also don't know what Gangnam Style is. I think it's kind of the same level of sinfulness. Not knowing who Shy is and not knowing what Gangnam Style is.
Suppressed and tormented with delusions. The stench
Uh,
of Naira's venom is upon this, Tenno.
6? What? 6 Verglass Riven orbs? What? You have 6 Verglass Rivens? Oh, that's crazy. Wish you some good loot with that. Some good rolls with that. Hopefully you're going to get some good crit ones, so you can actually, you know, use the Verglass for, what was it? What was the name of the bond mod that gives you crit damage? It was something with C, wasn't it? No, was it Reinforced Bond? Okay, you know Gangnam Style, but not Quite Shy. I see. Now, Quite Shy was a sort of meme YouTuber for Warframe. She had a lot of good stuff. Like, she always had those short dev stream meme recaps. Was nice. So where is Snake Lady? There she is.
Stay on the move. Those eyes can kill.
Those eyes can kill. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think she's not going to do it. I don't think she's going to do anything here. Bam, down she goes. Next stage, please. You have crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot. Ooh, that's really good orbs. Like, as a stat stick, that would be already all you need. But like crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, and negative reload speed, I think that's very good for damage dealing as well, you know what I mean? Cobra Lady, yeah. But she got de-cobra'd.
Pazul has barred the way to us heathens.
I wonder if they ever do something with Pazul again. Like, as a character. We all know that it's Era. But I wanna know, like, what's going on with Pazul. They sort of established him as this sort of next villain type of character, and then they never did anything with it. Yeah, Dripfeller. Like, with Fired Up and Contagious Bond, it's crazy. Don't even need to talk about that. My favorite is still Venari. Venari is just so ridiculously broken. Half man, half bear, half pig, half Archon. Yeah. He kind of made a transformation. He hit the gym a bit too much, I think. Oh yeah, Raw Artillery, you're right. In the Tau update, if it were to be Tau, wink wink, I hope it will be, I think we could see some of him, yeah. I mean, it would make sense thematically. Don't fall down. That's number 1. Vor is the ultimate villain. Yeah, but, you know, you can just put in earbuds and not hear him. And then his strongest power, that being... By the way, have you ever noticed that, like, there's 3 barrels in the entirety of Warframe that can actually roll away? And it's these two plus the one at the spawn point in this level. And they never like do something with it. This is fun. No, but like the strongest power of Captain Vor is just that he just talks you to death. And if you just, you know, put something in your ears, he can't do anything. That's a smart way to go about it. He can't hit you with his black magic.
Of all of them, only Naira has the guile to seduce Era like this.
I need to get the Incarna meter up. Oh, Ripka's Talforged Azure. That's great, man. Gonna get some nice initial energy going. Maximum energy, I mean. Yep, you go down. Alright, Snaky. Oh, you're calling in the boys from the hood? No problem. We can take care of them. Yeah, you can shout at me all you want. You know what they say, dogs that bark don't bite. And snakes that shout don't deal damage.
You dealt with Archon Naira.
Vor and Black, you're on the same level of yapping. Hey,
No protection.
fair. Fair. I cannot say anything to deny that. Only that I do not own the Yanoski, so my yapping ability is not boosted by the void. My yapping ability is purely coming from mental diarrhea. And in that sense, I think that makes me even more powerful than Vor. Yes, let it rain. The definitely not substance-induced syringes. No, these are daggers. These are not syringes with any substance in them. No, normal yellow one, okay, and a pistol river mod. It's aight. It's aight. Not the best day for Archon Shards. Not the best day, but was a very fun stream till this point. Yeah, the brain rot is real. Alright, friends. I'll be real. I know that technically we have 7 more minutes on the clock, but I can feel that my voice is like fucked, like big time. I shouted a lot today. And also I still want to fucking kill that mosquito. Wherever it's hiding, I'm coming for you. You hear that? So we're going to raid out right now. We're going to see each other again on Wednesday. Don't go just yet because there was this one streamer, right, who was doing the subathon. So we're going to check that out. What was their name again? Something very cryptic. Oh, I found him. ZX Kikeri, right? They were the one with the subathon. You said that, right? So we're going to try and raid over there. See if we can, push the subathon a little bit. Let me type in the raid command. Thank you all already for being awesome, for being here, for sharing the fun, having a lot of fun with the Archon Shards and everything. We see each other again on Wednesday, typical time, as always. Thanks again to all the generous new subs and donors and everything. Can't wait for the next stream. Bye-bye. And yeah, have a good start into the week. Okay, raid timer is ticking down. Bye-bye.